If you need me
Yeah,
to ever
well,
log out, I've got my own one anyway. So
Yeah.
Hello, Ross.
Yeah, it's just for the movies and that. So.
yeah.
Did you see that picture, Jack?
No, looking.
Oh,
That's
the
the
one
one
that's
from
yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
Whereabouts are you paused? I'm on just on the 20th century Fox zone.
Well, I thought where I am on the group thing.
Oh, I haven't even bloody.
Oh fuck! I've
Click
just
play, yeah.
skipped it. Ross,
hello.
Hello.
load of shit.
Man, like, I gotta say, I enjoyed that more than the second one.
Wait,
Yeah, that's what I
was
thought.
that your first time watching Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, is that what this one was called? What was the?
Rise of the-
I was watching it at the end. I thought to myself, I was like, why the hell was the second one called Rise of Skywalker? But I'm guessing this one must have been Rise of Skywalker.
What happened in the end?
So it was the newest one that we watched, but yeah, it was.
There's a bunch
It
of
was-
Ewoks at the end, and
yeah.
Han
It was
Solo
basically
kiss later.
Yeah.
Is it the one where Leia dies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Oh,
But yeah, that was.
that film.
I think it's quite a fun one. I thought.
Yeah, definitely improvement over the second one, but it was just like the
No
whole
way.
series.
It's
The
just
whole
a
series. At the end of that, I've basically come to the conclusion that it's like someone
not
has
to
gotten
do it.
someone's got like a delicious burger, and they've been like, you know what, we've got all these, or they've got a recipe for a burger, and they've got all the ingredients, and then they just like put on a blindfold and throw it at a wall as hard as they can, and expect like a gourmet burger to come out at the end of it. It's like there's just missed opportunities.
Hey Ross,
left,
what
right,
did
and
you
centre.
think about the Empire not knowing how
Yeah.
to go up in spaceships?
Yeah. Well, I just I always thought of the redundancy of having more than one navigational beacon, but yeah, like
Sam's
I get
fucking
that, 'cause
eating his
obviously-
mic.
yeah, because obviously they had like those massive
No,
storms
that's
and
when
shit.
we start recording.
I'm already recording.
Oh shit!
That's all right. All I can hear is like.
That's I've got the extended audio version of Alien Resurrection.
Where are you guys watching it? Have you got it on DVD?
I've got it on DVD.
Nah. Orange.
Sky.
Because I'm wondering whether or not to actually spend the money to buy it on Amazon. I might
Do
just do
you not own it
It's
physically, Ross?
Nah, not here anyway.
Oh,
Let me check my devices a minute. I might be able to sort you out, Ross.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, James is sorted.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the director's cut. Apparently, I didn't realise, so I watched the bug get through.
Yeah, Sam, have you double checked that yours is the normal version?
Yeah,
yet.
it's got that weird
Oh.
floaty text, like that weird start.
Skin, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What about though in Rise of Skywalker? How fucking say what you will about the film, but goddamn, the way the Emperor was shot, fucking excellent.
He was shot, but he shouldn't have even been there. That's the thing.
I don't mind that much, to be honest. That was the least out of all of the options. That was probably the least bad, well, the laziest, but also the least bad one they could have
Oh
gone with.
god, that film has a litany of issues.
Yes, yeah, but he looked like fucking awesome. He was genuinely terrifying to look at. It's like, yeah, I can definitely get behind that.
Well, that's Ian McDermott. It's like, how can he do wrong?
Well,
You know?
exactly.
But oh man, yeah, I've got a copy of Trevorrow's Star Wars Episode 9. I need to read that.
Oh man, if you got it, send it my way, would you?
I will do, my man. I will do.
You watching it on Xbox, James?
No, I've got it on my phone.
Oh, okay, no. I was just trying to-
You're watching Alien Resurrection on your phone.
Yeah.
The only way to ever do it.
Can you just? I'll just.
I haven't got Sky on my PlayStation.
No. You got Sky Go, Ross?
I haven't, but I've just found this on Now TV.
Oh, you got that TV?
I think so. If I don't, I can get. I just want fucking Now TV. I don't want to get all the extras and shit. How the fuck can I make?
Oh god, what's an ITV version gonna be like?
It's 63 minutes long.
How long ago did you watch this, James?
I've got I'm watching some warpy skin thing.
Yeah, that's the right version. Yeah, James, how long ago did you last see this?
Oh god, I'm talking like easily, probably. Well, when did it come out?
1997.
Wow. Okay. Well, I've probably not watched it since I've been probably about 15.
Mm,
It's about 15 years. So I've
Wow,
not.
that is.
nice. You're gonna, yeah, we're in for a treat here. See, here's the thing, right? And I'll probably say this a
When
million
did it
times.
come out? 97. Probably 94.
It's like same year as The Lost World.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. I think I might have found a fucking free one online. Yes, great. I think I should be right.
Is it the
Oh, yeah.
director's cut or is it the theatrical?
I think it's just the theatrical release. It's 1 hour 56. I don't know if that includes.
Well, the best way to check is if you skip forward just to
Well,
the
mine's
opening.
1 hour 44. So I reckon you might get the director's.
Yeah, you
Let's have a
might.
look and see.
If you look at the opening credits, if it's a bug on a window that looks like has like an alien's mouth, then you're watching the director's cut. If it's like a warped
really?
hideous skin,
Ah, yeah. Then this is the director's cut. Then
No.
the one bloody time.
No.
Let's see what we've got here.
I mean, you can watch the director's cut if you want, Ross, and fill us in on what you're seeing.
Ah, fuck! And all of these, like, what? Since when does that ever happen? That only the director's cut version is the one you can find.
Well, that's the thing. It's like since getting the Blu-ray set and stuff, or even the DVDs when they first released
Yeah.
those, I've only ever watched the director's cut, so I haven't seen this version of the film in years.
Yeah.
And I just remember the director's cut being worse. But I thought, if I'm going to watch Alien Resurrection, I'll watch the worst version.
Alright, here we
It's
go.
mad that
This
they've
one.
you've got like theatrical and directors and all these different types of cuts. But I wonder if they would have left. I guess is this the stuff that's just not had the deleted scenes taken out? Is that all it is?
Well, it depends because I haven't watched this version in ages, so I can't really say. But for example, the original Alien, the theatrical cut has shots in it that aren't in the director's cut. It's like they chop the film up. It's almost like a completely different movie.
Which I don't understand that because it makes no sense. That does it? Because you think
well-
surely the director is in control. He doesn't want to put something shit out at the cinema.
Well, it's because rights to IP, like a film series, they're owned by the studio. So like the director sometimes will just hand it off to an editor, give a few like notes and stuff, and then
Usually when the director don't give a fuck.
Gee.
yeah, when they're like on to another project or something, and then it's up to the studio. But Ridley Scott has actually, apparently, from what I've heard, I think Clayton told me this, has said that he prefers the theatrical cut over his own version.
Wow.
But I've only ever really watched the theatrical cut of Alien. Oh no, the director's cut. Sorry, because it's got the whole egg morphin stuff in it. But the director's cut of Aliens is exactly the same film as the theatrical. It just has extra scenes in it. So it's like you get those sort of ones in the same franchise.
Right. Okay.
And
The directors in Aliens is with the scenes on LV 426.
yeah, and you see the derelict ship and everything. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's got the
So
the turrets as well.
When are we starting the thing?
Well, we're waiting on Clayton now. Sicky T's just arrived.
Okay.
Hello, folks.
Sicky T in it as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
And now we've got to go through the whole process again. Sicky, are you watching the director's cut or the theatrical version?
I've put the theatrical one on. Is
Right,
that the right
so-
one?
Yeah.
Have you got it on
The
DVD then?
warping skin.
I'm watching the Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, alright. Hey, we're all on all different mediums here tonight. So we're all going to be out of time.
Sicky T, does your one start with the guy in the gun turret looking on like the little alien insect thing that he squishes and then puts in a straw and blows out?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just at the 20th Century Fox thing.
Because I swear that's not the intro. I swear that was the intro to the regular one as well.
No, that's the whole director's cut
What the
opening.
fuck? That's like
Director's cuts
so
on the
weird.
Blu-ray as well. I think I've got
Yeah.
the Blu-ray somewhere because I got the box set, but
Yeah, the both
it's easier
versions
to
are
do
on that one.
this.
Well, the reason,
The only thing I
the
remember
reason,
is they go to Earth, don't they? At the end, that's the only thing I remember.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and in
Okay.
this one they don't. But the what was I going to say? The only reason we're really watching the theatrical cut, and it's entirely like my end of things, is because my Blu-ray player died, so I had to buy Alien Resurrection again on DVD for like £2 so I could actually fucking watch it. And I
In
could
that case, I
stream
don't
it,
feel
but
so
I-
bad about buying it on Amazon in that case, so I'm just going to buy it.
And I've
If
got
you went
Alien
to that-
versus Predator on the way.
If you went to those lengths to watch those films again, then I don't feel quite so bad about it.
It's more the socialising doing this rather than the actual films
Yeah.
themselves.
It's the cost of a couple of pints out with your mate, which is essentially what we're doing. Speaking of which, I might go and fix myself a really, really strong drink. So
Yeah, I've got a beer with me, Ross. So
nice. I might maybe I'll have
Oh,
gin.
there it is.
there
Right,
he
I'll
is.
be back in 1 second.
What's going on, everybody? Are we ready to watch this great masterpiece of a film?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
I forced Clayton to watch this film he vowed never to watch again. Hey Clayton,
Hey, Jack.
are you watching the director's cut or the theatrical version?
This version says 1 hour 48 minutes, so I'm
Yeah, that's
guessing
right.
that's
Should
the
be.
shorter version, right?
Yeah,
should be.
theatrical one.
The
Skip forward
best
to
way.
the titles.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
skip
the other
forward to
one's
the
15,
titles,
6.
you'll get we'll be able to tell.
This is the one without the stupid bug thing, right?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
God, we can really hear that on your end, Clayton.
I'm trying to.
Trying to find a link to that title.
You know what? I'm a bit gutted that I like the 20th Century Fox little intro.
It's not gone, is it? It's just we've taken Fox out, haven't
Fox
they?
out, yeah. 20th Century Studios, isn't it
They're,
now?
they're too triggered.
Get that Fox
Just,
out there.
just
Yeah.
leave it.
Yeah, just
who
leave it.
cares?
Like, yeah, exactly.
They didn't
Who
take
gives a
Marvel
fuck?
out of Marvel, did they?
Why did they take the Fox out of curiosity? Because
It's because
'Cause of-
Disney bought it and they thought, like, well, we don't want to be associated with Fox anymore. So we'll
oh,
pull it
is
out.
that really what? So
Yeah.
Exactly. They're too triggered.
It used to be 20th
I'm not
Century
getting
Studios,
the
though.
I'm not getting the bug thing.
Cool,
So
you're
I
getting the
guess this
weird
is
with the wibbly wobbly
Yeah.
skin, whatever it is.
Yeah. Have you guys already started?
No.
Nah.
No.
Waiting on you, son.
All right. Well,
Someone-
here I am,
Someone's
ready
having
to.
dinner.
Now waiting on Ross because he's fixing himself up
Experienced.
a drink.
Sounds like he's fucking making dinner and everything.
Movie sucks.
Don't you know?
I'm already like. Oh, the director's cut. They chose to add a poorly CGI'd like bug thing getting spit on.
Yeah.
What's with that? Who's?
The director, obviously, it's his cut. So he sat down and went, I want that. We know who to blame.
The very idea of this movie pisses me off, though. Like just the fact that it exists.
Why?
See, this is here's the best way to sum it up, James, is because this is the John Sayles script of the Alien universe realized.
Sort of. Yeah, you know what? That's a great way to put it.
That's
Jack.
exactly
That
what it
a
is.
Great way
It's
to
the
put
Jurassic Park. It's the Alien 4, and it's the one with the human dinosaur hybrids. It's the human alien hybrids.
Right.
It. Oh,
Holy
Ripley.
shit.
It shows it doesn't
Ripley
work.
died.
Yeah, Ripley.
She died.
She died, and then 200 years later, here she is.
This would be like if they cloned John Hammond.
Yeah,
For-
exactly.
Jurassic Park.
No, Simon Masrani.
Oh.
You see him get blown up. He falls into the fire. Like,
John Hammond's doing like basketball and shit, like spinning the ball on his fingers.
yeah.
And also, there's this other weird scene in this movie. We'll get to it when we get to it, but doesn't Sigourney Weaver put her fingers like in Winona Ryder's wound
Yeah.
and doesn't she slowly take, because you know that the androids have like white
Yeah, it's all
blood,
very
right? Yeah, and
sexualized.
it's yeah, man. What the fuck's going on there?
So it's the director in it. Director's like French fucking pervert.
It straight up looks like something I don't even think that I'm allowed to say on YouTube. Like-
Yeah. Right, Ross, are you
Fanny
ready?
batter.
I just watched that alternate intro. I do remember it. That's fucking awful, though.
What the bug?
Yeah.
Bug, it's
It's
so
actually-
poorly CGI'd.
Yeah, someone that is the video I found was someone put great opening titles, Part 7, Alien Resurrection Special.
Oh my
Edition.
god.
I wonder what the other. ones
Imagine if
they've
we're
done.
like the only people who hate this film. That's it.
The whole world loves
Everyone
it.
in this
I
group.
want.
Is it the Mandela effect?
I don't want you to
I swear if I hate this
manipulate
film.
my opinion here.
Well, the thing is,
Do you
right,
love the
let
movie,
me-
James?
I can't remember it at all.
Oh,
Like,
this is
literally-
perfect.
I'm literally
It's
looking at this
entertain-
as a
I
brand
remember
new.
it.
film.
Yeah,
I like
I
this
remember it being
film.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was going to say, I like this film, but just not as an Alien film. It should have been its own thing.
Okay,
Here's
so
the
when
other
are,
films this
when are
guy's
we
got on
starting it anyway? Wait for anyone else? Or?
Waiting for Ross.
Oh,
He's
Ross
got-
still.
I think
This
he's
guy
coming.
had the great movie titles. He's got Batman Hostage, the Bruce Willis film. Austin Powers 2. Detroit Rock City. That is a good film. Mimic. That's a good film. Kim Possible.
It's a movie.
Whenever I hear the
Yeah.
name Kim Possible, all I hear is fucking possible. Like, it's fucking possible.
Fucking possible.
Right, are we all ready to go, gents? Now Ross is back.
I think so.
Oh, wait,
Ready to
wait.
go.
Crucial. Ah, yeah.
Are you guys watching the DVD version or the Blu-ray?
I'm watching the DVD.
I'm watching
Sky.
Sky.
I'm on Blu-ray.
All right,
Ooh,
are we ready,
Started a
gents?
bit early there.
So we just
Ready?
have the
Mm.
20th Century Fox logo, yeah?
Yeah, just
creeping
as
in.
it.
I can't get subtitles, so the chances are I might mute unless if I'm not talking and just watch it.
Okay.
You're probably not missing much.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Are you ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, play. I put subtitles on. Oh
Hmm.
shit! I don't want finish.
I'm
Are you
already
live streaming?
disappointed.
No, not streaming. I'm just recording.
Okay, good.
It's actually quicker for me to record these and then just upload instantly the recording.
Oh yeah, so it does start with a skin.
Look at this hit.
Well, I never.
Well, you know what this is? This is one of the Ripley clones that they've just filmed
Yeah.
up close, and then they've just like put this ripple effect on it
They've put,
on the
like,
footage.
turbulence transition effect. You can do that in like After Effects.
Yeah, and it's got like impact font.
Yeah.
Alien Resurrection. What's even more
I like
annoying
that
about
logo though.
yeah logos?
Ron
The logo's
Perlman.
the
That's
logo.
all I
Yeah,
have to say.
I thought it was great.
The thing is, right? This film, like the Alien 3 had only come out in 1992. So this
Right.
wasn't that long after it. So it's like there wasn't like 15 years of waiting for the next Alien film or whatever.
People hated Alien 3 though, so
Yeah.
they immediately rushed to do this, and it's
just made
just
something shit.
pretty much. Right.
They tried to
rush
follow
job.
a masterpiece with something. Well, that being said, though, I remember you and me talking about this ages ago, Jack. The guy obviously tried. Like, it's not from incompetence. It's from
No.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. It's just. It's just
I
one
think
of those
it's.
things
I
where
think it
it's
is from incompetence. Incompetence to
reckon?
yeah, but not from the director, from the producers.
Yeah.
Well, it's the very idea. You freaking kill Ripley, and then you're like, oh well, we could just make another. Fuck it, clone her. It's like what?
You just
Yeah.
hear the sound of a cash register going and dollar bills fucking flying through their eyes. Like,
I will say though, this
And you can tell that they
spaceship
were
shot looks
totally-
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
very
but
90s.
You can
though.
tell they're
Yeah. And
They
called the
stole it
Uyghur,
from
isn't
Starship Troopers.
straight
looks
up
a lot
just
like that.
trying to be aliens.
Mm.
Like
It's
it's
the guy who
got
did
the guns and it's got the multiple written by Joss Whedon. Jack, holy shit!
Yeah, yes, I know.
His original draft was fucking great from what I've seen of it.
The newborn in his draft was way more interesting than what we got.
I think he pretty much writes this film off as well, doesn't he? Like, he
Yeah.
wrote the first script. And also, the director's the guy who did Amelie, and he's like a really well-respected director.
Yeah,
Like
I mean the
French cinema.
direction in this isn't too bad. Like he doesn't use
Oh, it's-
handheld camera or anything. It's like the camera
The art
angles and
design,
stuff are
well-
fine. That's what I mean. It's like I enjoy this film, but just not as an Alien film.
Yeah, it's a cracking sci-fi romp, but a shit
So
alien
weird.
film.
It's the
That's such a weird
Independence
image.
Day of it's the Independence Day of the Alien films.
What?
These subtitles are hilarious. They're taking up half the screen.
Yeah, they are some of the largest subtitles I've ever seen.
Hey, that was pretty cool. I just noticed something I never noticed before.
What's that?
There's like these little bead things on the side of this glass tank, and right at the beginning of the shot, they look like a double helix, and then the camera moves and the double helix splits apart.
Ah.
Really specific, but I'll have to look for it afterwards. So this is the thing, right? 'Cause you have to like really bend your mind here to think Ripley had a queen in her, and the queen's DNA and her DNA had merged while she was dying or something. Like how did they blend their DNA?
Well, it's like
From
that whole
Ripley's
thing
blood
where, like,
sample.
I mean, if you're looking at it from the perspective of Prometheus, and if you're looking at it from the perspective of that Alien 3 script that we looked at, the other week,
you're right.
it's like, you know, it is like a genetic reformatting, and it just basically you produce. It's like a virus. You get infected with it, and your body produces the embryo rather than the embryo technically being planted inside you. It basically infects you, and then it grows in you
Well, see, that's the thing.
using your body's own cells.
I did not know that.
So actually, yeah, you are right with Prometheus and Covenant in like in the backstory now. This kind of makes more sense, but doesn't make the film good.
It's not an excuse. It's simply an explanation.
R-rated.
What's that, James?
Yeah, this movie's totally rated R.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at Brandorf's little ponytail.
Yeah.
Chucky's
I had one
ponytail.
like that when I was in high school.
No way.
See, this is the other thing, like, with the design of this movie. It's like, I get that it looks very alien, sort of grungy corridors and stuff, but it's like, this is meant to be like a science vessel 200 years in the future. You'd think they'd want it to be a
It
little
looks
bit
like
more.
they're keeping her in a pipe.
Yeah, no, this seems like
Yeah.
it's just like 2 years after the last film.
Yeah.
They haven't updated like their tech that much at all. It's just like
Well, that's what I appreciate
future is
about.
future.
That's what I appreciate about Aliens. When you watch Alien
that.
Aliens, the Sulaco is like completely different. It
updated.
feels like an actual
Yeah.
military
Mm.
It's like
vehicle.
isolation.
This stuff right here. What is it with this movie and this strange like porno editing, like this
I know,
soft
right?
core strange?
It's
The
It's the French
explanation.
edit,
Exactly.
He's
Director was
French. That's the excuse.
Hey, I'll say something. I'll say something. If you ever want to see something weird from this film, right? You know this whole scene of her like frolicking around in this fucking bag or whatever it is. Like there's this behind the scenes video of her like screen testing that, and I don't know if it is. I think it is the director behind the camera, and she's there. And obviously she's not wearing anything underneath it, but he's just like filming her going, "No, lift the arm up." Yes.
I don't know what's Sigourney.
And then she
His mind
looks quite
was making-
uncomfortable like doing it, and I'm like, you put this on the Blu-ray like this? Seems like something you don't want the public to see.
This will be magnificent.
Dude,
But it's on the extras.
would be
It's
a-
like, you're like, what the fuck is this?
It's not
sounds
hidden.
like a joke you'd find in like a Ghostbusters sequel, like not fucking Alien Resurrection for Sigourney Weaver.
Mm. You're gonna make us all very proud.
Even this, the way she grabs it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
see, this is the thing. They make Ripley into a legit superhero.
The choking
Yeah,
face.
that choking face.
That's what I hate most about it is how weird they make
cartoonish.
Ripley. Like she doesn't feel like Ellen Ripley anymore. She just feels like some weird fucking kooky.
Well,
little
she's a
woman,
new
you know?
character.
I know
isn't
what
she?
Sigourney
Yeah,
thought
it's
She's
of the
Ripley
film,
8.
though.
Yeah, they totally should have played. I mean, like, because obviously, yeah, that crap, that fucking grabbing him around the throat is. It's like the worst fucking stage acting you've ever seen.
His face.
The only way it could have been any worse is if his eyes popped out. Really comically.
Fucking
But,
Roger Rabbit style.
Yeah. Whilst they get like bling. But yeah, they totally don't play up to the fact that she is like some kind of hybrid monster enough. They gave her weird looking fingernails and lank, greasy hair, and that's it.
This
Well, they
weird
also
sort
give
of
her-
Michael Myers head tilt too that I never understood. Like, do aliens do that? Do they tilt their head and look at something strange?
Well, the Queen
just-
does to
They
the
do in this
fucking.
film.
The Queen does to the elevator in Aliens.
One
It's
elevator
weird.
scene.
Yeah, one elevator scene. Yeah, and
And the
also
rest
the
of them
alien
are
does
like.
it to Jonesy in Aliens. Actually,
The weird part about these subtitles is when they're having this conversation and they're referring to her as it, or the alien as it, it's the it is in a different color. It's really weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
did you notice how that fucking monitor looked when they were watching Ripley? Like, it had this like really crap effects on this monitor, like the lines.
Well,
on it.
like when you used to film an old box TV, you'd have
Yeah.
that ripple.
But yeah, she's totally too human in this. Like they could have really gone. If that was it, it's like they didn't go far enough with it.
Well,
Yeah,
what
They
you
just
do
wanted
is
it to
you
be
make.
a cool, like brooding, like super heroine.
Oh, here we go. We're up to the lock mechanism on this door.
Well, he's got breathe on it.
By the way, this I don't know this character's name,
Oh,
but this
God.
guy right here, he's got like there's a scene where he wakes up, and I
Sorry.
swear to God, he's wait what?
He's the hairiest man on the planet. Is that what you're
The
gonna say?
fucking hairiest man on the planet.
Can we just
He's like Chewbacca. His shoulders. His shoulders. By the way, what kind of idea is this for security? You breathe on a ball?
I was just about to get to that.
Breathe on a ball.
I'm literally that's what I was just about to come in and say.
Oh my God.
Can we? I was
So
just saying, can we just talk
crappy.
about the breathing entry, please?
It's 'cause it's
Yeah,
like,
like
I get
how
the
does it
idea behind
recognize
it, but it's like
Perhaps
it's ridiculous.
he has to eat a certain kind of food before he goes in that room.
tested positive for coronavirus. And
I
then
love
we'll
it.
let you-
If he's had like cheese puffs or what's it, so you can't access it.
He's got fucking
I love
cheese
it.
puff dust all in his shoulder hair.
I love
Oh,
that.
God.
And
This is
twiddling
a-
it whilst he eats them.
This is a medical facility. You've got to be really hygienic. Now
So
let me
you-
breathe on this, and
Yeah.
you put your fingers all over it.
Do you know what's funny? This
Oh my
this
God.
Queen Alien animatronic is the exact same one from Aliens.
Isn't it just the
Really?
head though?
Yeah, they just
They
it's
only
just
had the head.
they had the head and the front arms or something, and it's like they just repainted it and brought it back out of
And ruined
storage.
And made it
I will
worse.
say
it.
this.
Priceless piece of memorabilia.
I think the Queen looks cool in this movie. It's just the fact that it's in this movie. That's like, who cares?
Here's how you do this movie with the similar sort of premise. They clone Ripley to get the Queen, but what they do is you see one of the Ripley, Ripley 6, and it's like this weird mashed monster, and you make the Ripley alien the actual villain of the film.
Mm.
Just don't make
Because-
the movie.
Because that could be one
That's
way.
also a very good option.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's one way of doing it. So it's like resurrection. It's like Ripley has come back in some form, but it's not like a human version of Ripley, and she's enacting thematically. She's like enacting her revenge on the company finally, but in the form of the actual alien.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I just think that the entire the idea to bring Ripley back in a big blockbuster Aliens knockoff for Alien 4 after you kill her in Alien 3 in a very, not only was that like a bold decision to make, I thought it was directed really well. I thought it was executed nicely. The theatrical cut's not as good as the assembly cut, which is what people saw for years, but still, Alien 3 looked really good. The themes of Alien 3 were really good and original. And it just, this is the follow-up. It's like, this is what happens when you listen to fans like complain about something and you get
Yeah.
something worse.
It's
Like,
always going to
Exactly.
be contrived. If you're trying to bring
Prime
it back,
example.
it's always going to be contrived, isn't it? She fucking died.
Yeah, she fucking died. It's it. That's
She
over,
didn't
man.
just-
Very,
she
very
didn't
final
just-
way to die as well.
She didn't just die.
she gets the alien comes out of her, and then she falls in like
Fucking vaporized in the
Terminator 2 style fucking liquid. Like you don't get back from that.
See, I prefer the
Yeah, it
ending
really-
of Alien 3 where the queen alien doesn't burst out of her. Because it's like, it
Yeah, 'cause
pisses
she
me
wins.
off. Well, it
She
pisses me off
wins
that the
that
alien
way.
finally like bursts out of her just before she dies. Like, fucking hell, that's a little bit of a like salt in the wound just before you die
Yeah.
for Ripley.
I like it where she's like holding it, like trying to make sure that it doesn't jump out of her. Or
But I
anything.
mean, but for me, it's like after you see John Hurt thrashing about, like, wah! Like when Ripley's falling, she's
It's
peacefully
obvious,
just like,
obviously
Oh,
absolute
yeah.
agony.
fucking hell, this thing's just cracked through your rib cage. It's like, it's not going to be
Yeah.
pleasant.
And you're also burning to death from the heat.
Yeah.
But hold on.
Yeah, look at them graphics. Oh, yeah. We sure are 3,000
my
years in the
God.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, it's an old piece of kit, isn't it? So it's like retro. It's like us
Adam's
playing with
own.
a Commodore.
Yeah, I really don't like these characters. And and this bad guy, I forgot. He's like Top Dollar from The Crow,
Christy.
the lead,
I'll say
the
my
lead mercenary.
my
The gun
favorite
with the
character.
slowest bullets in the world.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's funny because you can like you already know who's gonna die.
yeah.
Just 5 seconds.
See, here's the
They're
thing.
all
Like
way
my
too
favorite
copy for being
character, my favorite character in this film is the captain of the Bay. I actually genuinely think he's a good actor, good
He,
character.
he was, but then he dies. So like,
Who,
he's,
Ron Perlman?
he
Yeah, but the thing
never
is,
really makes much of
no,
an
no,
impact.
not,
that's
not
the
Ron
thing,
Perlman.
yeah,
Not Ron Perlman, the bad guy from The Crow.
yeah. The
But
guy
the-
who
not
I
the
always
one-
want
not
to
the
call
one
Val
who
Kilmer,
shot
but it's not
Brandon
Val
Lee.
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
I always want to say that his name is Val Kilmer, but it's obviously not.
I
the-
hate
the-
that
the-
joke
the-
that night.
the captain
Oh
of the
no,
Bay.
yeah, he's the guy in every single early 90s film.
The captain
Yeah,
of
he's
the
in The
Betty in
Crow.
this, like he's, yes, he dies, but the way he dies isn't too atrocious. It's not like the worst
No,
thing in the
it's-
world. And
no.
in any other Alien film, it'd be kind of cool to see. You think he's going to be like this badass, and then the alien tricks him and kills him. Like, I like that. That's the only good thing, character-wise, in this film for me. Is the
I think my
captain of the
favorite
Betty.
character in this movie is actually whatever Winona Ryder's name is, just because
Cool.
Call.
Cole.
Cole.
Now it's not.
Call.
Call.
Realistically, she's not as offensive as
Mm.
every one of these other like goofy people.
She's a
Yeah.
bit more toned down, isn't she? A bit more. She kind of goes for a bit more of a dramatic stuff. Whereas you got fucking Ron Perlman, like,
Yeah,
yeah, crazy.
oh, he's like acting like a monkey. What are we doing here?
Wait,
Like,
see,
this is-
oh wait, you guys at Ron Perlman still fucking around in there?
no, I'm in the cockpit now with.
I was going to
the
say, if you look at
girlfriend
the.
that drowns in Top Dollar.
Oh, okay,
I've
so
gone,
I
they're
don't
just
know that he's just going to be
docking
top
now.
dollar from now on.
I was going to say, if you looked at the actual layout of the cockpit, it looks very similar to like the Nostromo, and it's like this is 200 years in the future. There's nothing changed.
They got
I
a
mean,
machine
like-
game in there, Jack. They don't care.
I kind of like that idea. Though once they get you find a design that works, you kind of stick with it for just like at least it's recognizable. And I mean, like technology wise, I suppose it doesn't matter too much because you still want it to be grounded in an element of realism. Otherwise, it's a bit like it would feel out of touch with the rest of the. Well,
Mm.
I say it would feel out of touch. It still does feel out of touch with the rest of the films, but like thematically and setting wise, it would feel a bit like. Why is everyone like actually just a hologram that's been piloted by someone in like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
virtual reality?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, it's
Sleek,
like, but
like
it's
sleek.
you can still do something that looks different to
It's a cool shot.
the Nostromo.
it does. The color palette in particular definitely feels way too close to Alien 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like,
It's
because
a-
every film has like for me the color. I mean, we always go into like color. We talk about it to death about Jurassic Park, but like Alien for me, Alien is black and white. Aliens is blue and black. Alien 3 is orange and black. Like they're the
Mm.
color themes that I got throughout all those films.
And
is
this
just-
one just kind of copies it.
yeah, this is just like exactly the
This is
same as
brown,
Alien 3.
like a steaming pot.
yeah.
Steaming
Well,
hot.
it's like
Brown.
And it's
Both-
steaming.
It's,
both of the 90s Alien movies are just they've got that grungy sort of 7 or even a little bit later with like Batman Begins sort of look to
Mm.
them, and it's like it was cool when it was its own movie, but did you just fucking do the same thing in the
Isn't it
next
meant to
one?
be
It's
sort of like
yay.
like what people call it as like nihilistic grunge or whatever, like Nirvana? Like
Yeah,
everything looks like a
yeah,
Nirvana,
like Nirvana
music video.
or
It's-
Alice
it's-
in Chains
it's
album
that
cover.
late
Hmm.
90s kind of grunge, isn't it? That everything was going
Mm.
for.
I could go. I'm not going to go on this big rant because I'll be here for fucking ever. But like Alien 3, everyone says that's a nihilistic movie, and I don't think it is at all.
Oh, I don't think it is either. I think it's a
Yeah.
very, very religious sort of.
But it's also
what's
like it's,
Salvationist sort of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cloaked in a nihilistic tone. By the way, this is my favorite scene in the whole film when these two are talking. So that was our
the
cargo.
whiskey ice cube.
Why? Because
Remember
because
the
nothing
whiskey ice
bad
cube?
happens in this scene. Like it's acted well. Like it's the only good scene. Drink constantly. It's great.
I don't know.
He gets
Is
a
he
little
a
ice
lemon?
cube out.
I don't like the Ice Cube, by the way.
I think I'm way ahead of you as well.
Yeah, you might be.
I
I'm at
like
the
how
part where
there's,
they just melted the Ice Cube.
Mm.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I like
I
this.
like
Look
the
at it.
little crappy little
Probably
plastic
about a
box
minute in
it
front.
comes in.
Yeah. Yeah, the video game for this movie was actually pretty good.
No.
It was just a copy of Alien
No.
Trilogy, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that game.
Oh god, we
You
did
don't
that.
like it?
We made a video about it, me and Ross, on my channel.
Let me know when that scene ends and that door's starting to open. That's
It
where
was
I'm
the first
pulled.
game to have like analog controls, wasn't it? Like look up, look down, look left, and all that.
PS1, I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
guess
that
what?
was-
It came out like 5 years after this movie or something. It's like,
What? No, it didn't. Did it really?
yeah, it came out in 2004 years after this movie. The game came out.
The second on this,
3 years, Jack. This
So
was
the scene
97.
finished it.
But Jack, you and me, we tried to finish it in one go, didn't we?
Oh
Fucking
god,
just
it's
the most grueling
painful.
thing I've ever done.
The only thing I liked about that game was the laser gun because it was like, and you could just slice
Yeah,
the
it's
aliens
so-
up.
Like the most
remember
powerful
enjoying
weapon in
it.
the game, and it was like the most anticlimactic thing to fire.
Where are you up
Did you
to
ever
now?
complete
They're
that?
the
Also
bodies,
Open the door, and now we're going into that room with
the bodies. They're shipping them in.
No. Oh, yeah.
See, I don't mind the idea behind this, like the smugglers shipping people to be tested on. I don't mind that idea, but
But
it's
that's
like,
where the good ideas end.
well, no, but that's the thing. It's like in that alternative Alien Free script, they talk about the was it the UPC or something? What are they called? The United.
Oh, the Union of Progressive Peoples.
Yeah,
UPP.
the UPP. That's it. And they're against Wayland, and there's this like space civil war going
Oh,
on.
it's so fucking cool. It's so
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
really
such
good,
A, it's
and-
such a
I have to check that out because I forgot to go.
Clayton, seriously, man, I'll find it and send a link to you now because it's so goddamn good.
It's really
Okay,
good.
that's high praise.
Oh man, honestly, it's like if Alien 3 hadn't been made and this had been made instead, I'd be totally okay with that.
Yeah,
Wow.
same here. Yeah.
It's that fucking good. I'll send it
But
to
That
you.
guy,
Ross.
They
that
should've-
guy on the
they
back
should've-
writing it.
They should have adapted that script for this film because that deals with alien hybrids. There's a human
Yeah.
alien hybrid in that, and it's way better.
I don't have a problem with any of the ideas that are in this movie, like trafficking people or the alien hybrid or cloning, but like it's when you clone Ripley so close after Alien 3, it just
Yeah.
screams studio demanded a
Yeah.
sequel that would appease audiences. And it's
cash in that we didn't have the time to write correctly or didn't have time to
Right.
write decently.
This actor,
like
this guy.
you could have brought Ripley back in some way if you wanted to do another one. Just the way they do it here, it's not even Ripley. It's like this sexual person that's got a tattoo and she's like all smarming all over the
sassy
place.
and-
Now,
Yeah,
here we
it's,
go.
it's just weird.
She's doing her basketball.
You guys are a little ahead of me.
Yeah, what
Oh.
the hell? I'm still on the guy getting the face I could just
Yeah,
like
that
the-
just
same.
Oh, I'll pause.
basketball. Now it's basketball. Jack, you've got that thing happening again where yours plays just like a fraction of a second faster than everyone else.
Just let me know when you hear a character say, "How you doing?"
Joey.
why is Ripley playing basketball? What
Because
is
she's really bad and mean, you know.
Mm.
See, here's
She-
the thing,
did she-
right?
Did she
Yeah,
have one of
no,
those
no,
Bugs
here you go,
Bunny like
Okay.
shirts from back in the 90s? Space
Let me
Jam was
know when she
popular.
does the finger twirl. the ball.
Yeah. Here's the thing,
Just
though.
think-
Does this mean that like aliens would have a genetic propensity to play basketball if they could understand the game?
Yeah. So here's the
They
thing
just
about this
don't know what it is,
movie.
They just have a desire to play basketball.
Well, here's the thing about this movie and its relationship to the other films in the franchise. This film, right, you can find almost an example of how it's done better in other Alien films. So how you do basketball in an Alien film. You have an android alone on the ship, and he's just biking
And that
around.
was interesting. That was cool.
Exactly, and it's a brief scene, and that's it. The idea of a
Just doing it
human-alien
right.
hybrid, you look at Fifield in Prometheus, a much better idea of like how the alien affects a human, and he starts to
It's his
morph.
balls.
I wonder
like-
if she was meant to have like green blood. Well, why she shouldn't? Why she hasn't got? Oh, she has. He's acidic.
Oh, you were a little bit ahead of us.
Sorry,
That's all right.
I'll pause.
I hate it when people in movies try to use like a barbell or a bar to like attack people.
It's so slow, isn't it?
Have you got to the
Yeah,
blood?
it's
Especially when he's got fucking guns on him as well.
like what the fuck?
What? I mean, that's obviously going to kill someone if you hit him with it. Like, just shoot her.
Have you got to
She's-
the acid blood yet?
She's just throwing the
Yeah,
blood
just
on the
that.
ground.
Just through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about this throw she does, and they spent
some
fucking ages
bird,
trying to
yeah.
get that shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
she
she,
got it,
yeah.
yeah, she got. Oh,
And it's
Fucking,
like
Ain't worth shit.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
they
John
really-
Goldman
having
wants to
more than
take
the
it.
massage done anyway.
they were really focusing on the wrong thing if they spent all that time just trying to get that shot. So how's your alien movie? Well, yeah, it's all right, but we've got this shot where she throws the ball and it's a legitimate shot.
Oh shit!
Totally worth it. This bloody woman getting her foot massage.
Yeah, I wondered what was going on there.
everyone went silent then.
Boot polishing.
This is it.
What's
The
going on?
shit's about to go down.
Oh, the guy.
Jack,
with the
what
big
about
eyes.
how much this? We're always banging on about how, but what an inspiration this character was for us growing up.
Oh my god, like he was the Muldoon before we really focused on what Muldoon does in the
He
film.
was in
Guy in the-
everything,
the guy in the
everything
wheelchair?
we made.
No, not Santa Claus. The guy
General
who
Perez.
General Perez.
Oh,
Oh my god! Every single comic we drew, every
There
fucking
was always
bit
a
of-
General Perez.
Like he was in, like to the point where you, Jack, could draw a really good simplified. Like you should put him in Dino Defenders.
Oh man, do you know what? That's a shame you've just said that because I've actually got every single character down. Oh no, I haven't.
There's no way you can sort of write one in.
No,
Yeah,
there
I
is a.
hate this
Like,
scene too.
He's been
There is
living
a
on the
character.
island alone the whole time.
Hey,
The scene where she tries to pick up the fucking cup with boxing gloves is so stupid for a robot to do.
that
And,
Clayton, that symbolizes the director
Shut
trying to
up.
pick up the franchise.
Sure, it does.
That is their handling of this film in a nutshell.
By the way, this is cool. Like the idea of having these aliens kept separate in their own little like cells and stuff.
Hmm.
It's just it. I think ultimately what kills this movie for me is the premise. You cloned Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
just that whole section.
Like-
Just
Well, see,
excise
but
that
here's the
whole
thing.
part
Here's
of
the
film
thing
and
as
see what
well
happens.
about these aliens in these boxes, right? The companies wanted to know about these aliens for how long, and Ripley even mentioned to them that they've got acid blood, and then they put them in boxes that the acid
That
blood
aren't
can just get out. Yeah, that aren't acid
What the
proof.
fuck?
Like fucking idiots.
I don't think they anticipated them killing each other. I will
What is
say
with
that.
this? What is with this film just having grotesque camera angles of human faces?
I don't know. It's weird.
Just slightly lower, like under their nose all the time.
It's just showing us the monster that's inside of all of us. Sam.
Yeah,
I've got
it's
Brad.
fucking sick.
I've got Brad Dorff like
Jesus.
kissing the glass right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Mhm.
kissing the
He's
glass.
great in this. He's so great.
He's like what's his name in Aliens? Dr. Church.
Yeah,
He
but
even
not
looks
no
like
one,
Dr. Church.
but not as good.
Oh
It's
no
weird how
way,
their
nowhere near as
faces
good.
look like waterfalls.
It's like an elf.
Like, where did it come from?
It's worm tongue.
I think it's meant to be like they
In the Lord of the
drool
Rings.
everywhere, and that drool basically adds to their hive. So it's like they,
Yeah.
like wherever they walk,
I
they're
think
just
they
dripping
even
their shit
they even
everywhere.
touch on that in that Alien 3 script as well. I
Yeah, they
think.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
The
It's like
drool
a-
is what the hive is made out of. Is that what you just
Yeah,
said?
Yeah.
and it has like sort of almost like I think it has like almost it's almost like a giant like central nervous system for the
Oh, wow.
hive.
so wherever they
can
go,
kind of
they can just
detect
drip
things.
their self everywhere. Oh, look at she's trying to pick this glass up now.
That shot would have been so much better if she'd have hit him on the head. Them gloves.
That's the director trying to pick up this film,
Let's
And
handle this
then she
sensitive subject
throws it.
material.
Like,
and it
it
hits
hits
the
the
camera.
camera.
Yeah, it hits the camera.
then he tips the other guy's shit over. Like, what the fuck?
Now, here's the real Ross. This is the thing that when we were playing the Alien Resurrection game, we were crying over. Because she's about to go unlock one of the doors with this little spray thing of General Perez's breath. And we were saying, like, imagine the scene where she sneaks into, like, his room and he's asleep and she starts putting her fingers all over his
Siphons the
like,
Mate, he
spit.
ain't,
mouth.
don't spit on it though, does he? How much spray she's been putting on there?
Opens his mouth up, grabs his tongue, and like pulls his tongue out of his mouth while he's asleep.
Starts to wake up.
Get the
She
saliva
does
off.
like a Klingon neck chop to make sure he falls back to sleep.
But here's the thing, like, she has...
What's going on? And then she just like hits.
Well, here's
It's
the
like
thing,
one of
like,
them giant cake syringes sucking it out of its mouth.
In the next scene, like he's like really withered and gaunt. Like it's really,
he's really dry.
he looks like a raisin.
It's got cotton mouth for some reason.
He looks like fucking Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene. He's got like his mouth.
Now, why does she want to kill the Ripley clone again? What's the deal going on there?
I have no idea. You tell me.
I don't remember.
The thing is, though, like, she had more than one little spray of breath on that keychain. So, like, who else has she visited in the night? Like,
Is there even a keychain? Like, what is that?
It's a breath
thought the whole-
chain.
But the whole point of the breath is so that no one else can get in there except for you because it's your breath. Why would you
exactly.
have a keychain of like breaths? It's strange.
Oh, it's beyond strange.
But it wasn't even breath, was it? It was just like spray spit.
Ah, there
I
was so
don't know.
much.
She actually
Like
sat.
perfume.
Actually sat by the side of General Perez's bed and then waited with a little pot until he sneezed and then just caught it. She's there.
Winona
for-
Ryder.
If
I
that's how
feel
they
bad for
open,
her.
if that's how they open doors, I'd hate to see how they unlock their computers. Please part on the microphone.
Or how they lock. Yeah, how they lock their toilet stalls. Have to fart on this little thing on the wall,
Oh no.
or piss on it, depending on which they want to do.
It then grants you access to the relevant area of the bathroom.
So this is almost like they're trying to take a page from Terminator 2
Yeah.
with the scene where he cuts his skin off.
That's got to be
Just-
a CGI blade.
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley died 200 years ago. You're not her. No shit, Sherlock.
You're ahead. You're ahead.
No, I'll pause. Tell me when she pulls the knife out and then looks up with Winona Ryder's stare of disbelief.
Yeah, it's right now for me.
I must be well ahead. She's got her hands like she's gonna sort of go to her head.
Oh yeah, you're a little bit ahead of us.
I'm at 30 minutes 40 seconds.
They grew you in a fucking lab.
I've got well
Okay.
past that.
That's all right. We'll all.
We're all
just
in
talk.
roughly this. I don't think we're going to miss much.
No.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder is
If anything-
good. She's acting great in this, in my opinion. I
If
just
anything, James, you're the lucky one because it's going to finish quicker for you.
Yeah,
I'm at the
see,
scene where
I
she's like
don't-
rubbing on Winona Ryder's face. and-
Yeah, the thing with
Yeah,
Winona
yeah.
Ryder in this film is I just don't care about her character whatsoever.
Or any of
She's
them.
a little more
yeah.
sympathetic. She's a little more
Just none of
sympathetic
them.
than like the monkey guy with the knife and
Yeah,
Ripley
I'll grant you
clone
that. She is more in line with the Alien universe. Let's put it that way.
He reminds me of. She's like a better defined version of Lambert from the first movie. If Lambert was like a robot, but
Yeah.
like
See, it just annoys me because it's like everything. I'm so glad the franchise came back with Prometheus and Covenant, fucking this and AVP.
They
Jesus
feel like
Christ.
competent films, even if they're not like to your taste. They
Well, they
definitely
also-
feel like there's some competency behind them, I suppose.
Yeah. And also, I just like Ridley Scott's like fuck it attitude because like
Yeah.
in
Fuck
what
it,
is
I'll do what I want.
Well, because in Covenant, when the alien gets killed in the crane and falls to the ground from the ship, like Ridley Scott in the commentary is like, and these pieces will just fall to the ground, you know, grow new alien stuff, you know, that's what they do.
And then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wait, that's what?
You just can't tell if that's actually going to be a thing or not, because knowing him, he'll just turn up on set one day and just be like, you know what, actually, yes, that's what's going to happen. Right, everyone shoot it.
By the way, there's a shot of Christie coming up where he says, "Kiss my ass," and he looks exactly like a shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger in fucking True Lies.
really.
Yeah, there's like, I can't remember the shot from, it's coming up when they do this whole fight.
I never liked this either. This was so lame. Even the first time I saw this movie, I was
I
like,
know,
The
so
bullet
shit.
ricochet.
Oh,
And also
like I
it's
said,
like-
the slowest bullets in the world.
Yeah, his little taxi driver spring-loaded guns. It's like we've
Yeah.
seen that before.
Yeah, here you
Travis
go.
Pickled himself.
You drop your weapon, then ready when he says "kiss my ass," he's gonna look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
"Oh, this is a
His
terrible
camera angles.
ricochet."
Are you ready?
Oh, this is so.
Why is nobody shooting?
His fucking camera angles.
Kiss my ass.
There's a lot of camera angles like this back in the day, like Batman and Robin. That's like what that whole movie was like. All those weird camera angles that are tilted and Dutch. Almost.
Oh god, those fake
Why does that
cameras.
girl have a mohawk? What is going on?
That's the dude.
Why
from,
did none of them
Robin
shoot?
Hood.
That guy standing up by the door had ages to just blast everyone in the room with whatever crappy guns they've got there. And nobody fired a shot. They just all stood there waiting for their turn to die.
The ricochet thing is just so bad to me.
Hey, now we're
Like,
seeing
that's-
the Raptor squad of aliens.
I
in this
thought it
little
was pretty
thing.
cool.
That Ricochet was the fucking lamest thing that came out of this decade, I swear.
Mm. Came out
I
of the
do like the
90s.
idea of them fighting or killing one of the other aliens, but I don't like the idea of it like barking back, like, "No, you're not going to kill me."
Yeah.
Like, aren't
Yeah,
they
that-
supposed to
That'd
have
be
like?
great if it just started digging at its own guts. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts tearing itself apart.
It's like
Because you wouldn't
volunteer.
even, because then like the aliens, that's just another bit of the alien that's just so hideous that you just wouldn't, or like that's so alien that you.
Yeah,
wouldn't
they don't
be
even
able
care
to-
about self-preservation. They'll just like.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
later in the movie, one of the aliens spits acid, so we know that.
Yeah,
they
I
can do
remember that.
And also,
Yeah,
Alien,
that's an-
Alien 3, one of them spits
That is
acid.
an
Yeah,
amazing
really.
point, Sicky T.
Like, why don't they just all three of them start like vomiting acid up?
Yeah, like when that
They're
guy's
like,
kissing the glass.
I can
Melt his
t-
face.
Wouldn't you want that button to be exposed like all the time if you're dealing with
Yeah.
aliens? Like, wouldn't you want that button
Yes.
to not have a lock
Yeah,
system so you could
that's
just
just
press it?
stupid, isn't it?
Because what's the worst thing that happen if you slip and press it? You hurt the alien a little bit with a bit of smoke. Like,
Yeah.
I've told you how many times you want lock mechanisms taken off the red buttons.
Ooh, I do like when that guy gets like frozen.
Oh,
that guy
no.
getting dragged
oh
down. the
no,
toilet.
Sicky, that seems
That was-
awful.
That was
I
a
like
great
Oh, is it awful?
Yeah,
It's all-
it's cool when they grab him.
It's
I
all,
like
I
the
like
effect.
when they grab him.
it's
That's
the,
such a 90s grab.
the guy frozen scene is bad because it's like it's like, who is this guy? Why do we care? Like, we know what's gonna happen, but the only good thing about it is potentially that
His
shot.
fucking hairy shoulders.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, I just saw them.
Have you? I don't know whether Clayton, you've got it over in the States, but we have quasars, like laser tag sort of thing. I don't know what you have.
We got laser
There's-
tag over
Yeah,
here.
there's this the voice. There's one near mine and Sam's. It goes, "Return to Energizer." It sounded
Oh, Megazone.
that sounded exactly like that.
God
Look
damn!
at
I
this
literally
guy,
just
like-
got to the guy's shoulders. Like, fuck me. They
Return
are
to
some
Energizer.
hairy ass shoulders.
I'm getting the guy getting
Oh,
frozen now.
mate. Oh, that's wrong.
Guy getting frozen right here is
The reason they show this guy being frozen like this is because it's meant to show you what that is that they were spraying on the alien to show you how resilient they are to it.
Jason X sort of kill.
Yeah, exactly. It's awful.
The effect is cool though, isn't it?
I think it
Yeah,
is. I think it looks quite good. To be fair,
It's
I
cool,
think
but it's
Like
cart.
when your hands like sticks
I
to the
think-
wall.
I think the death scenes on this are pretty decent. So far, I'm quite impressed with the death scenes. I think they're quite good.
It's like every part of him freezes apart from his eye, which would probably be the first thing to freeze.
Good point.
Your attention. What about Ross? How the guy eating this? He's like, "Your attention, please."
Energizer.
There's yet another case of in an emergency, lights go out and there's flashing lights everywhere and
Oh,
steam
God.
filling the room.
Oh God!
Right
you know,
when you need to know where to go the most.
you know where
It's
we're
fucking
coming up
camera
to.
angles.
I think
Why do
Clayton, you and
people-
I synced up here. We're about to see the whole brain bit.
Right now they're breaking. They're trying to. Well, now they're going into the escape pod
Yeah,
things.
yeah. General Prez's face.
That escape. pod,
More like
I
Starship
like- I
Troopers
like
than
that, I like that,
aliens.
That's good.
I love how he throws the grenade down in one though. That's so fucking stupid.
How many aliens have escaped at this point?
I think there's 12, isn't there, on
Uh,
the ship in total?
Well, and
No.
they all got out.
Well, he says how many are left, and he's like 12. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
more than 12.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah,
This guy's got to build his gun out of his wheelchair.
this is the Robert Muldoon thing.
Hmm.
You know.
They're copying Jurassic Park.
Oh, they copied Jurassic Park a lot in this.
It's even a shotgun. It even looks like a Spaz 12 a little bit. That's funny.
I
Ripley's
like how he
using her
had
super
that sitting. He
strength.
basically had the majority of a shotgun on the back of his wheelchair, and nobody thought that was a bit suspicious.
Why is she breaking out? What does she care?
Yeah, and that's all the damage that would do to her hand.
She's like a superhero.
She is a
alien in this.
superhero. Yeah, she's got like magic powers now. And
Damn.
it just so opens up a little tiny door that just so happens to be there.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about how the
It's got that bit up.
Yeah.
To hear it on the speakers.
That's so
the-
goofy.
The guy in the wheelchair, he says the best line in the film, which is later on, where he's like, "Who are you expecting? Santa Claus?"
I don't like that either, Jack.
That
No,
was
I
yet
don't
another
like it.
endlessly quoted thing from
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you expecting? Santa Claus. It's so
Was
shit.
We're getting there,
any-
alien.
Was any scene in this not shot on a dolly? Fucking all the
Dolly.
time.
Mm.
One of the
Jesus.
guys try to like get out, and then he gets like
Yeah.
yanked. Oh, that is some bad CGI.
Well, the grenade.
No,
Yeah.
the actual alien itself. Guy gets yanked back down.
Oh yeah,
Why would
I'm,
he
I'm
have a-
zooming ahead of you guys a little bit.
Grenade's not too bad. It's
Oh
1997.
god, that blow up effect.
I love the way his eyes just look at the button.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking whoop, whoop.
That's like a TIE fighter explosion. It's-
What
Worse.
an intense salute.
And here we go.
From, like,
Yeah, this brain bit
The
is,
eyes again. The fucking
Brain.
eyes.
this
It's
sums
all
up
brain.
this sums up the entire movie. This little moment.
If you were that other guy, you'd just be fucking hauling ass, wouldn't you, down the corridor? Fucking box-eyed and everything.
Think about it. If you just got hit in the back of your head, would you pull part of your fucking brain out?
No,
of your
you
skull?
just drop to the floor like fucking.
No, but even if you wouldn't drop to the floor, would you do what he just did?
You'd be
Would you
dead.
grab something?
You'd
I
probably
generally
go somewhere,
generally
wouldn't
feel anything in that area would need to stay where it was.
Hey Ross.
Maybe I should yank part of my brain from my skull.
And it's a substantial part as well.
It's ridiculous. Like it's
Hey,
Like
Ross.
that'd be like, oh, and there goes like memories for ages 10 to 33.
Hey Ross, you know how we're always joking about like the alien films and other sci-fi films, as soon as something goes wrong, the lights go out and there's like fucking smoke everywhere and all that
This
sort
is
of
the
stuff.
only one that does it right.
This is the only one that does it right. It shows these lights
these
blinking
lights
towards
show
the exits.
where to go.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing this
Instead
film
of the
got right.
Nostromo, I don't think Nostromo would be like sort of particularly in line with health and safety guidelines in the future.
No.
You've got 10 minutes to escape this like massive starship that's about to explode, and you can't see a fucking thing.
And there's also, you can't hear anything because there's all the fucking sirens blaring at the same time. Like, T-5 minutes to destruction. Like, oh fuck, where's the exit? Oh god.
Yeah, don't mind the time. Where's the fucking exit?
See, that's the thing as well that I don't like about, or that really annoys me about this film, is the actual, like, any other movie, the design of this film is amazing. Like, this ship is designed really well. The aliens look cool, like all that sort of stuff, like even the animatronics, like all that sort of stuff works. It's just the fact that it's the fourth Alien film and the story and everything else that it's meant to be is wrong. Whereas if this was its own film, not attached to the Alien franchise, and obviously you change who Ripley is, or you know, it could be like an Alien knockoff. It's like people would enjoy this film a lot more.
I mean, I would hold it up with like Event Horizon if that was the case. I think just because it has the Alien name attached to it, there's a certain expectation of what it should be. And
I'd put it in with Godzilla '98. It'd be like the same sort of deal as that.
Ow, Jack. I mean, it's bad, but come on.
Surely that gun would have been acidic as well.
Yeah,
I think it was spit. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. This movie.
They're gonna just
there
pull
goes,
out
there
his
goes.
upper torso.
There goes the best character.
Do you like how his girlfriend is like totally upset? Like there's a little bit of in there.
They show a bit of tension between them, and that's it. Apparently, that's enough to make us invested in them.
Where did it bite his arsehole?
Here we go. This is where the alien starts to look like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park when it walks.
Biting his
they're
asshole.
totally raptors in this movie.
Oh god.
You just say it's biting his asshole.
Yeah. You don't really see where it bites it. It looks like he grabs his ass and bites it.
Yeah, they're totally going for that raptor thing.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Looks more like Godzilla '98.
That's what I mean. The tone of this reminds me of Godzilla '98. Like it feels like a similar tone, even though
You know, if this movie was like a little self-aware, it might be genuinely way better. Like if it was jokey, like it took itself like a joke.
Well, it is full of jokes, you know, and it's more comedic, but it's just like
the tone is like action movie. The tone is like
Die Hard 2,
a Terminator film, or Die Hard 2, yeah, something like that. But if it was a little like, if it was like Last Action Hero, then I might go, okay, that's funny, because it is silly bringing Ripley back after she died a few years earlier. Like that's
what I mean.
So
if any other movie, this would be looked at fondly. It's just the fact that it's Alien 4. It's like shouldn't.
I don't know if it would be looked at as fondly as you think, because it's kind of.
I think it would be by us guys. It'd be looked at like Deep Blue Sea, Anaconda, like Lake Placid type.
We'd have done a commentary on it, wouldn't we? Like separate from the series.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at his eyes. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, the way he's like staring at the ground.
Oh, that's Tuco, isn't it, from Breaking Bad?
Oh,
how many more are there? I love they're yelling like, "How many more are there?" And he's like 12, and it's like, well, you just saw how
a lot of aliens.
Well, one of them just got completely obliterated instantly. So it's like, get into a corner with all
say,
your weapons.
Who do I have to fuck to get off this ship? Yep, she does. Oh God.
That line.
So I have to fuck to get off this ship.
It's the other geezer. He says, "Well, I'll get you off, but just not the boat."
I do like that line. That's a good comeback. The setup is so stupid and forced.
Here's the thing, right? Look at Ripley's costume design. How it looks a little bit like Alien. It's got like the fucking shoulder pad things.
So fucking stupid.
It's like they made her a costume on that ship, and they're like, "Yeah, let's give her a
I
little
think she
alien
looks
design."
good though, for Sigourney.
Yeah, but she always looks good.
She looks like she just got out of the shower. Like fucking.
It looks like she's walked off the Phantom Menace set. And is ready.
Yeah, exactly. We have to go through the ship core.
Yeah. What's his name? Despacito or something? The guy with the
Stefano.
gun? The Stefano.
Desperado.
That's when people got the
Whatever.
inspiration.
He looks like he's so lost in this whole movie. He's like supposed to be in something else.
Hey,
He's supposed to be with the engine hunters in the Lost World.
Hey, here's
And
a
like,
secret.
he's like,
Here's a little.
now I'm in this
Here's
He's
a little secret.
way
Clayton.
out of his depth.
De Stefano's my second favorite character in this film because he doesn't do fucking anything.
He can't. You can't really fault him because he doesn't do much.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but
Same
he
as the
just looks
captain.
like lost. He's like, I guess I'm in this alien movie. Let me just walk around and hold my gun and look in the corners of the ship. Everyone else is like making jokes and jumping off the walls and doing all kinds of crazy shit.
He's
Oh.
just keeping quiet and keeping to himself.
Here we go.
He's like,
Best line of the film's coming up. The lift.
oh, the Santa Claus joke.
Yeah. Who are you expecting? Santa Claus? The way he says
Santa
it.
Claus?
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Why do we have to watch this one? Like out of all the alien movies,
Here we go. It's louder than I remember. Hey, expecting Santa Claus. That's great.
I killed your brother.
oh. I'm watching Alien Resurrection. Oh, hey,
Why would you admit that?
I love
Just
how
say
he-
you're
come
watching porn.
Hey, I love how Clayton has the fucking.
Less embarrassing.
He's the
Yeah, I had that
JP3.
ringtone.
Rito.
my
Oh,
ringtone.
it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Disabled man to make it to the end now, just because it was funny. Because he's got like a bit about him.
Who?
The disabled man.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. We'll have to wait and see what happens to Santa Claus.
Santa Claus!
We're expecting Santa Claus.
So
Winona
funny.
Ryder after fucking Beetlejuice and all the other good movies he was in. She's in fucking Alien Resurrection.
Mm. She'd get her comeback in Stranger Things.
Yeah. I was
20
going to say,
years
no wonder,
later.
no wonder she resorted to petty theft.
Yeah.
she
She got
starred in
arrested
an alien.
for stealing something.
Yeah, I think so.
What was this?
She was like an alcoholic, I think, wasn't she?
Clothes store, right? Just did some thievery.
Everyone called her Wino Rider, didn't they? I think Wino.
Kiss my ass.
There's ideas in this movie like action set pieces and general science fiction elements that I think are cool in the context of an alien movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Execution is key.
It's just trashy. It's trashy.
yeah,
It's too
it's
weird.
trashy.
It's
That's
weird,
a-
but
that's
the
a
wrong
great-
kind of weird because it's French weirdness.
And it's a
Uh,
fucking ugly movie.
The over sexualization is very
Yeah.
strange. Like it's very weird.
It's also ugly to look at. Like, you look at these corridors and stuff, it's like... I know I was just praising that one corridor
To be
there down,
fair,
but we're in
Alien
one
3
cor-
was ugly to look at, but it was
No.
ugly
no.
for a reason.
Yeah, it
Like
was ugly.
like it makes sense that why it looks the way it does.
Yeah, yeah.
This
But
It's
they
like,
also-
it's like brutalism. It's like brutalism. You look at a brutalist building, you're like, this building is the most hideous thing I've ever seen, but somehow
It's
it's
cool.
beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah. See, Alien 3, like cinematography and everything working for it, it's so good because it fits the tone of the movie and everything. It doesn't fit this.
No,
This is
It's
like
it's not like an abandoned prison furnace facility that would be brown and rusty and dirty. Like this is like
Right.
just a medical, like
This
a
is-
science ship, isn't
But
it?
this is what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so you can compare this film to other films in the franchise that do stuff better, the Prometheus ship is what I expect the science vessel to actually fucking look like. Like, you know, you've got the
This is-
clean
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
There's holograms. Like that ship looks more like it's 200 years in the
Clearly,
future than this
clearly
one.
high technology.
This is
Like-
like artificial dirt.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
grit. You know, it
Like
just
the pipes
seems
hanging
too
off the
fake.
walls. Like, why would that be on that ship?
But didn't they say in a deleted scene that Walmart bought up a Wayland Yutani, and so that's why this ship is made by, like, run by fucking Walmart? That's not
Yeah,
even
they
a joke.
probably ran the production for this film as well.
Yeah, it feels like that sort. It feels like a
Throw it in the
Walmart produced
$5 bin.
Yeah. Maybe that's a meta criticism of the film.
We're
Mm.
a
They
Walmart.
can, that's why everything is so crap, is because it's everything has been bought out by Walmart in the future. And that's the excuse that
And
the
all the
film has been
All the
shite.
characters are like people that you would find in Walmart.
I imagine
think-
this being like Henry Wu's like lab.
But this
I
is-
like this idea. It just
Like
not.
all these are versions of Maisie.
But this is the thing. Like, there's one she looks at in this tube. This one where it like goes up the body and it looks like a half alien, half like human. It's really fucking ugly to look at, and it's like that's what should have been the monster that was in this film. And the
It
think,
reminds me a
um,
little bit, almost, despite the human bit of it, of the one in
Jurassic Park 3.
the white one.
Yeah, I
think-
wouldn't put it past this movie to have a scene where she looks into the tank and an alien's in it, and then she looks.
An
and the
alien is like waiting
well,
behind
you
it.
can see its drool, even though
I
it's
think
meant
Ace
to be.
Ventura, when Nature Calls, did this scene better. What a lovely room of death you got here.
Take
Here
it.
is like,
Imagine if they did that in this. Ripley's like,
yeah, she's just like, that would have made this film 10 times better.
What on earth is that?
camera spinning around.
And you know, you ever think about how many ideas are in this movie? Like separate ideas that could have been their own film.
Hmm.
Like they're throwing
Congratulations,
everything.
lovely
through.
woman. Take care.
This I see this Ripley 7 thing is really disturbing,
She's weird.
but
You
it's
know, the director was like, put breasts on it, make it sexy.
Make it sexy.
I want to see the tits.
I wonder if she like.
Be an
if
Ice
you're gonna
Cube,
do it,
stat.
make my boobs look a bit
Mm.
bigger or something.
But the thing is, she's like lying under the table, like only her head is real there. The rest of it's like this animatronic thing.
They've tried to cut into her as well because she's got like a scar on her chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Why wouldn't they just kill her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe well, that's
that
because
big
that's.
fucking pointy thing right by private parts.
But that's the thing. It's
Doesn't
like,
look too pleasant.
what did they cut out of her? That would have been a more interesting.
Probably something that didn't live, like
Yeah, one
a
of those
fucked up
things.
mixed
That
alien.
little one on the right's a bit weird looking, isn't it? That thing.
baby
Could've-
looking one.
Could have just
Yeah.
shot her and put her out of death instantly, but no.
Yeah, she has to.
Increase
Yeah,
the
that's
size.
choose the most hideous death you could possibly give someone.
They're on fire.
That's nice and humane.
It's Mercy.
And she's got all that fucking alien tolerance in her system as well. She's probably burning for hours.
She just survives, but in pain until
Just like 2 hours later in the film, you
Wait
just
for the
see
ship
her
to
die.
actually blow up.
The fire goes out and she's just all charred, but she's still alive. You made it worse. You fucking made it worse.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the
Quite
thing.
understand
I was at a
concept.
4 before, now I'm at a 9.
How does this one know how to speak? If you're in that much fucking agony, and complexities of the English language.
Well, they have to
Yeah,
teach
that's
this.
all.
They have to teach Ripley 8 how to speak. We see a scene about it early on when she's like,
Mm.
"Glove, glove." Like, this, this fucking film.
I don't get what's going on with her. To be honest, I'm trying to work out. I thought she was just.
She's the 8th. She's got a tattoo of number 8 on her arm, so she's the 8th clone. But
Like,
Fucking
they wouldn't be able
Holocaust.
to tell the fucking difference.
yeah,
Yeah, another thing I don't like about Alien Resurrection, and to be honest with you, pretty much the whole Alien series, but this one probably the worst. But like, I feel like the universe is so big and vast that there is no martial law anywhere, and people
Mm.
can do whatever the fuck they want. Like people can just clone versions of people, like, and
Yeah.
nobody knows about it. Like,
Well, in the Alien universe, a lot of it is that corporations own a lot of space and govern themselves, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think
So you
Star
have
Trek,
governments.
but with corporations.
Yeah.
I gotta go real quick. There's someone at my door.
Oh, cool. But yeah, like you just have the corporations have so much power. They basically are the ones who make the and enforce it as well.
Yeah.
You have like token standing armies and like the colonial marines who basically govern. They're like the kind of military arm of like the combined governments.
Yeah.
And then you have the
Okay, we're halfway through the movie.
feels like much longer. And then you have like the UPP, who basically are like they're kind of like what is it, like space communists.
Yeah.
Space communists.
Yeah.
They go into it, Clayton. If you watch that video I sent you,
Yeah,
they go into it quite a lot in that.
It's good.
You put it
Are
in
they
the
killing
Discord.
these people, right, to lay eggs in them, or are they just killing these people?
I think they're just killing the people.
No. They brought the people in. So the queen that they got from
These
Ripley
are the
had
people
some
that-
hosts. Yeah, she laid eggs
Okay.
and then they.
No, I mean the ones with the big wounds in their guts.
Yeah, what about them?
But that's from the.
Because I
the
assume
egg.
that's the aliens just gone with that little mouth thing.
No. That's where the aliens have come from.
Oh, they burst from their bodies.
Yeah, with the
But you
face
didn't-
huggers.
Have you seen an alien movie before, James?
Yeah, I can't remember. I haven't watched.
Okay.
See,
I haven't watched the other ones for years.
oh, James, here's the thing: the Alien films, especially the first three, Prometheus and Covenant, they're just like Jurassic Park. Similar sort of deal. You got the company trying to utilize
scared.
them.
First
Yeah.
one's the best.
Yeah, first one's the best. Yeah, it's like
Fourth one's the fucking worst.
I know the second one. The second one's
I'm
got
joking.
Bill in it, isn't it?
They're just like Jurassic Park, and this is like
Excellent.
Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Alien and Jurassic Park similarities between levels of goodness, I mean, come on, the third one is always the best.
yeah, come on, guys.
Get
Yeah,
real.
But that's the thing. I want to work on a video in the future about the strange similarities between the Alien franchise and the Jurassic franchise. Like just stupid things, like
Does
how.
that mean
both
you count as
films-
five? AVP
What's
or
that?
Prometheus?
What's that, sorry?
What do you count as five? Alien versus Predator or Prometheus?
Prometheus.
Oh my god, I forgot how fucking loud that guy screams.
He plays the same guy in every single film.
Yeah.
Oh
Isn't he in
my
ER
God.
though? Isn't he like a character in
Oh,
ER?
Yeah. Do you ever see what's the film where they go on the bachelor party and kill the hooker?
Oh, I know. the
Very
one.
bad
yeah.
things.
Yeah, I like that movie.
And he's in an army film as well, isn't he? Oh, he's in fucking Pearl
Big-
Harbor.
Pearl
He's the
Harbor.
doctor, isn't he? When he gets shot and he's like, "Whoa!"
He's
He's like
also in
screaming while
Seven.
he's telling her how to operate on it. Yeah, and he's a screaming guy in Seven.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
no, just to go back to the similarities between Jurassic and Alien, like just an easy one to mention is the fourth film contains a white hybrid. Like both those films contain white hybrids. Jurassic Park 3, we had the T-Rex killed mercilessly during the beginning of that film, and the beginning of Alien 3, Newton Hicks
Much like
get
the,
completely fucking wiped off the face of the earth. Like, there's more than that. It goes really deep.
I'm at the part where Sigourney Weaver is saying, "You've got one inside you."
And you're gonna
Mm.
die. Yeah, I'm at that
I'm there
bit.
too,
Any
Clayton.
questions?
She's tilting her head again. Any questions? Who are you? I'm the monster's mother.
That was in the trailer. Not that, but where she asks, "Who are you?" and she like smiles.
Oh god.
It's just fucking the whole idea for this. I can't get past. It's
It's
just so
just one massive fucking cash grab, is all
Just
it
call-
is.
just call it-
exactly.
Just call it John Sayles Alien 4 and you'll be fine. That's what it is. It's
really
John's-
does have a lot of similarities with that script.
Well,
like, as far as
it's like the equivalent,
wonky-
you know. It's the equivalent. You got the alien human hybrids because even the normal
I feel like the
xenomorphs in
tone
this,
would be similar in that movie if it ever got made.
Yeah, and it's like, but even the aliens in this, it's not just Ripley. The aliens, that's why they all look really brown and they have weird hands. Like they're half human as well. So they're all
Really rubbery.
Yeah, they're all like part Ripley. They're more organic, and that's why they're really like super intelligent. The drones and that. I mean,
I
maybe,
watched the first time for years the other day.
Maybe that.
I watched Predators.
Okay.
That was quite
Predators.
good.
Predators.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great film.
I, thought it was
I
quite
like
good.
Predators. Yeah.
That guy, the main guy.
Adrian
Brody.
Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. That was such an unexpected role for him to be that good in.
Yeah,
Like, I know
he
he's
was
a great
actually
actor,
really
but he
good.
fucking nailed it.
He did nail it proper good.
I think I was talking
and
to
I like the other Predator as well. The
Mm.
one that's a bit more technically advanced.
There's
was
also
talking
that's
to,
actually based off a sketch as well of a early design for the Predator.
Mm.
Yeah.
one thing I don't like about that movie
But it was quite a good film.
is where Adrian Brody like attempts to be Arnold at the end.
Yeah.
And it just falls
Yeah,
flat, like, completely.
Yeah.
He's not.
He was definitely way better just with just being the gun-toting
I
merc.
actually think it was more of it almost acted more direct sequel to the first one than the second one.
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah, but it's not as good as the second one.
I think
I
this
don't know.
Fair with
film,
you there, Jack. I think Predator
I
3
don't
is
do
better
that.
than Predator 2.
Do you? Oh god.
this
Yeah,
film, and
You
the
get Lawrence
Poseidon.
Fishburne popping like a fucking water balloon when he
And
gets
he
hit by the
covered
shoulder
his
cannon.
car as a fucking bullet sponge
No,
to
I'll
drive
take-
into
I'll-
like some
I'll- I'll take King Willy taking on the Predator in the fucking
Really, it's
alleyway.
cool.
Oh,
but that
man.
whole the beginning of Predator 2 is retarded, dude.
No,
Like,
it's
It's
great.
fucking great. What are you talking about? It's
What are you
amazing.
talking about? It's
what is
awesome.
Danny Glover's line is like, that means cutting off my dick and shoving it up my ass. Like, who
That's a
writes
great
that?
line. What are you talking about?
It's
Well,
fucking-
How can
I mean,
these people hold their breath for?
Oh
It's
god.
no
that-
worse than Dylan, you son of a bitch.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's
like
yeah.
this scene. This
Come on,
scene's
in the
awesome.
first Predator film, Arnold shoots a bow and arrow for a fucking tree trunk. Like those films aren't like. Oh wait, we're seeing the alien get shot underwater.
Yeah, I
Pretty
like
awesome
this.
shot.
This is really good.
Well, here's
I
the
like
thing:
way they filmed
the
this.
fourth Jurassic film has aquatic dinosaurs. The fourth Alien film has fucking aquatic xenomorphs. We go underwater with
I
this.
don't think Jurassic World
Yeah.
has a lot in common with this, Jack.
I like
No,
the way they
I'm,
swim.
I'm just saying, like this does everything wrong. I've always
Poor
said that from the
fucker
beginning.
strapped to the guy on his back.
When he's like halfway through the scene, he's completely.
Didn't
I
one of
know
the
it was
actors?
coming out of his mouth.
Didn't one of the
The girl
actors
that
almost drown doing this?
Yeah, there's the I can't
Oh, this
remember her
girl.
name.
The woman,
uh,
the Latina woman, like some cable like dragged her backwards.
didn't they use one of those
She's like,
bits in
"Keep
the actual?
filming!"
I think. Yeah.
There's like an
Just like-
actual shot that's like where she's like struggling. That's actually where she's actually drowning.
Yeah, you can see her like panic and like try to like do a hand gesture to say cut the fucking tape because I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Kept it in.
Yeah. Yet another thing that sums up the production of this film.
They're
These-
still holding their breath.
Coming out of
A bunch of them got like conjunctivitis doing this as well, which
You know
is
what,
pretty
though?
funny.
Yeah, 'cause
What they're
all just
doing
pissing
now
in the
is
pool
like
for, 2 days.
fear.
Pissing in the pool.
Being trapped
Oh,
underwater is like the biggest fear of mine.
yeah, me too. I almost drowned when I was a kid, so I do
Really?
not like being under the water. Yeah,
Same
Right
here.
now, I couldn't think of anything worse.
Fucking awful.
watching Jurassic Park 3, I can tell you that.
Oh
I
god.
guess like a skin membrane across the water. That's kind of cool.
Eh,
But like,
kinda
but
weird.
the
Like you were
Queen.
saying
But
earlier,
this
It's
is
a gun.
but this is the thing.
They
Like,
take
around
a
by
gun
now.
through the membrane and then rip it.
well, question. The aliens brought these eggs here, right, from the Queen, wherever the Queen is laying them. Like, she didn't lay these eggs here, did she?
No.
The
Good
aliens
point.
must have brought them and placed them here.
Yeah, but isn't that well? I suppose that's kind of like a given, really, that the
Mm.
aliens are capable of.
What if the movie just ended here, where all of them got facelift?
Yeah. I like how the facehugger jumps on Ripley. You'd think it would be like sense something about
Would
her.
know
but it's
better.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, these
Ron
facehuggers are just
Perlman's reaction.
facehuggers are just walking
I
dicks.
always find these space huggers kind of counterproductive.
What do you mean?
They do
Like-
the job.
Like they're implanting something to then grow. Why don't the thing just grow inside the eggs?
They take on the form of their hosts. They're essentially like parasites, right?
Yeah,
So
and
they
obviously it makes sense now because they were designed specifically by.
Fucking ricocheted.
Oh
Good
god, he
shot.
does it again. He does it again, doesn't he? I
Oh, the
forget.
CGI. No.
Oh, fucking hell! I thought they'd done that little trick shot.
That rubber face hugger just like wobbling
The
through
way
the
it
air.
bounces off the glass as well just makes no sense. Like, again, like physics.
What if it fell back in the water? Then you all
Yeah, oh, fuck.
He
I
just
just realised
blows
the
them all
eggs
up.
in this. The eggs
Santa
are
Claus
just
guy catches it in
basically
his mouth.
open.
Doi.
Hang on, Ripley was like biting the facehugger's tail off. Like, why isn't her face all melted?
Because she's
Aliens are impervious
she's
to
got
their
the
own.
blood anyway, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guess yeah. But she can cut her hand on a piece of metal, but like fucking.
Yeah, but that
I'll think
It
about
makes-
it, Jax. Alien
Yeah.
Resurrection.
I'm not even gonna try and justify it.
Yeah,
Even
it's-
as a joke. Even as a joke.
Oh, this is the weird. This is where he shoots the spider, isn't it?
Yeah, the best joke in the
Oh,
film.
Fuck that bit, man.
He's like, bah!
It's so easy. It's see if this was like a partial comedy, it might work a little bit better. But it takes
No.
itself like it's a serious movie.
Just kills all the tension.
Winona Ryder. And she
What are
falls in
these
the water.
guns?
Also,
That's her
'cause-
career sinking.
A minute ago, these guns were flamethrowers. Now they're grenade launchers.
I know, right?
that cripple on the back going no.
Why do I always associate the guy, the paraplegic guy with the fucking Paul Kirby. For me, they're like one and the same.
Oh no, Paul Kirby would have been a badass if he was like that in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
He's like Ned Flanders in the final version. He's
a bottom
nothing.
dollar.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we think to the
Yeah, what the
CGI
fuck?
aliens?
I never noticed that she bit that facehugger's tail off. That's stupid as fuck.
Some of the CGI works, like when it's trying to be Jurassic Park, but like where it's all shiny and there's sparks and stuff all on it,
Hmm.
it just looks so bad.
Oh, we just saw the aliens
like,
spit
where-
acid sicky. So
I'm at the part where he's still climbing the ladder.
But the in Alien 3, the one that knocks the
Yeah.
guy into the fan spits acid in his face, so we know that they can do that.
maybe the excuse is because they're part Ripley. They're not like that clever.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
acid looks fake.
There's like a little
really?
puff of smoke that comes off his face
Yeah.
as well.
Don't ruin the illusion.
Yeah, that's it. Like such a little
Mm.
like fucking kill him. Like
Don't ruin the illusion.
it just makes him.
This was before the Matrix, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years before the Matrix.
Damn, motherfucker, damn.
I love that the alien's just like grabbing his foot, but it's not venturing forward anymore. It's like you'd think it'd be
No,
climbing.
Now he's got a fucking phaser gun from Star Wars.
Yeah. And there's
Shooting red.
just this fucking spider.
Fucking shooting red lasers. Pew pew.
Shut up! He shoots the spider.
It's so goofy.
Yeah, that's my favorite joke in the film.
I think he could just like
I can imagine
Kick the-
Hudson doing that.
you think he could just kick the claw off his foot. Like he could just go like eh.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got acid on his face. He got sprayed with like a light mist of acid.
Hang on,
What's that got to
that,
do with his
that
foot?
claw, that hand looks exactly like a fucking gremlin's hand from the film.
gremlin hand?
He's got enough energy to
I
pull
feel
that
like that
apart,
about
but not
the
shake it off his foot.
Velociraptor claws, though. I feel like
Yeah.
they're like
Hmm.
their hand claws are very like ET gremlin looking.
This
Mm.
movie is totally trying to turn the xenomorphs into raptors.
He's got all this energy to undo the straps, cut them off.
He
but
couldn't
can't
just
shake
wiggle
it.
his foot.
Yeah, because that's
I
probably
think-
quite hard to cut through that as well.
But they
They're like,
don't even.
"Fuck, just get me out of this
But
movie.
they don't even show like a reason why he's doing this because like the acid on his face isn't burning deeper. Like if they showed his head slowly
even-
caving in, you'd
It
be
didn't
like, oh
even
shit.
take his
Freddy
eyeball out.
Krueger.
It's like someone sprayed him in the face with a bit of like vinegar or something.
What a shitty.
It's
end
just
to
made
that
his eye go a
character.
little bit red.
He just gives up. He's just like, man, fuck this. I want out
I
of
should
this
have opened
movie.
the window before I cut the onions.
Honestly, that fucking when it sprayed the acid looks so
Yeah,
fucking
it
shit.
looks really, really bad.
Why didn't they just actually spray something in his face?
I don't know.
Unless he was like a real diva and was just like, I'm not doing it. There's no way you're spraying me in the face with anything.
There's Winona Ryder again. She's back. The bitch is back.
How the hell did she survive that?
Oh, you'll find
just
out.
The Alien 3 tagline, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had the VHS and it had a reversible cover.
Mm.
On one side it had the bitches back.
3
It's
times the
sort of at
terror.
odds with the tone of the film.
What was that, CT?
That tagline is really at odds with the tone of the film, though. The bitch is back. But
Yeah.
What the fuck are they thinking?
A lot of people didn't like the third one because they were expecting, I mean, to be honest with you, something
Aliens
like this.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an
Aliens
Aliens-ish.
2.
They didn't give you
Alien.
the happy ending you wanted. They gave you the ending you deserve.
Hey Clayton,
this?
she's
What
doing the
is
finger
this?
thing. Yeah, she's
I
she just
know.
sticks her hand in straight away.
Oh, God.
And she has a little smile after.
She's like, what's his face from the first film?
Ash, yeah.
She's an android.
Yeah.
Synthetic person.
Wow, how crappy it is that like the Ash Bishop call, it went A, B, C, and then they did David D, and then Ridley Scott was like, fuck that, and did Walter. Just fucked up that little trend that all the fans are like, yeah, they're doing the
There's
the
one
robots
scene in
like
Alien
A, B,
Covenant
C,
that I
D.
never liked, even in theaters where, of course, I've only seen the movie twice, but it's Alien Covenant has a pretty straightforward tone for the most part. And then when Walter comes out to fight David, and he's like, "There's been some updates," before like they have their little battle.
I love
That's
all
just
that.
that's a cheesy line to give, like
Oh,
especially
yeah.
of 2 robots.
Yeah,
Well, that was
Dude,
cheesy,
cut
but
to
not the
fight.
fucking the fingering or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh, you mean what does he say in Alien Covenant?
You do
He
the
says-
fingering, I'll blow.
Yeah,
No,
you
no, no. He goes, yeah,
Totally
you do the
straight.
fingering.
I'll tell you, it's
Yeah, but everyone bangs on about that. What about the bit where he fucking...
What, Ross? You cut out?
I was saying, everyone
Ross
bangs on
exploded.
He did sound very excited then, didn't
But yeah, like everyone's banging. Oh, they made a joke. They're like they're gonna do something sexual, and then he just full on actually kisses him. It's like, dude,
Yeah, I know.
there's no like, what the hell? Like, how can you like
yeah. Well, the
make
thing
this
is,
joke? Yeah,
But that's
then,
the thing,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
just-
Music, isn't
the
the,
actual scene with the recorder or flute or whatever it is technically like interesting and impressive in my opinion because like it's the same actor doing.
But yeah, but the thing
You
is,
know what I
like,
mean? They don't have-
fingering, the term fingering in, I think it is the actual term you use in music. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
a-
our immature minds going,
Yeah, that's it.
fingering.
That
It's like-
says more about the audience than it does the film.
Yeah, but there's no way
they,
on
they
set.
totally
that no
knew
one
when they
went,
wrote that movie. They
of
knew
course,
that's
well,
what would
the whole thing is sticking a phallic object in his mouth and telling him to like blow, like the whole.
That's the whole alien theme.
Hey,
But
what about
that
what
whole
about?
scene though, holy fucking shit, that was good.
It's good, like character stuff. Yeah.
Walter and David is absolutely. It's like
That-
just
yeah.
blew me away. It was
Hey,
so
what about
fucking
what
good.
about Cool's little fucking mole insert, and they're at the church, and there's that like electronic Bible just sitting on the side. It's like now, and they've got candles blowing. It's like, this is what is this fucking Alien 3 again now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Probably trying. They're like, God, we gotta at least attempt to like have some sort of continuity.
Well, here's the thing, right? I know like science and religion are closer related than people like to give it credit for, but if this is meant to be like some sort of fucking science vessel, it's like, would they have this like church area on it?
yeah, we're doing the most unhumane things. Cloning
Exactly.
this woman, letting her suffer in these fucking tables and tubes.
Good point.
Mm.
Yeah.
But by the way, if you want to go pray, like, you know, read about Jesus, go to our church with
Yeah.
our electronic Bible.
Yeah.
Not before you spray that creature with ice cold mist.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
yeah, it's how do they justify it with the religion stuff? Yeah.
It's just really jarring. It's out of place. They just needed a place for these two characters to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
The ventilation in this ship is terrible. It's just fucking smoke everywhere. Everyone's got lung cancer.
That's all. No, that's all General Perez's breath. Like, that's how the doors open. That's how they power the doors.
Yeah.
Just
The whole,
left
the
of
whole
this
ship
food.
runs on his breath.
Yeah, he's like a
got a
battery.
giant
We've
vat
got
of
about
breath.
You know, whenever he breathes on those doors, that's him charging it up. Then the doors open, they release all his breath. Like the whole place smells like cheesy Wotsits.
Oh, is this the version of the movie where they go to Earth?
They do end up on Earth, but we don't see them land or anything. They're just in the sky.
That Earth ending's worse than fucking Army of Darkness Earth ending.
Mm.
Yeah, even like
Army
the
of
Eiffel Tower in
Darkness
the
is
background.
Earth ending. Like, there's a space
No,
ending
that
to
one.
Army of Darkness.
You know what though? I would totally understand why someone would enjoy this movie. It's just, it's bad, and it's
Same reason people
maybe if I
enjoy Jurassic Park 3 if it was their first Alien film.
much like it. Like
Mm.
if I didn't like Alien 3, then maybe I would enjoy this because I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck you! You killed Ripley and Newton Hicks." But
This
like,
is what you get. You get Alien
this
Resurrection.
is what you get. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, no, really, it's what you get because I enjoy Alien 3, so
exactly.
enjoy your movie.
I
Yeah, you
enjoy it.
enjoy this blatantly inferior film while I enjoy
Yeah.
the most incredible cinematic masterpieces that's ever been made. You fucking simpleton.
Isn't it sad that David Fincher just nuts? He wants nothing to do with Alien 3. Like you'd think that he would at least want to try and go back and
I just saw
Salvage
Ripley.
his own
Experience
film.
more than anything, wasn't it?
I just saw Ripley like just fold this little bit of like spaghetti
ramen
up
noodle
back
back into like oh,
What was that? How is that going to help? And look at how how Walter had upgrades. So like if he got punctured, like his wound would heal itself. Like fucking 200 years in the future. Like,
she like plugged in the
noodles hanging
Bible
out.
to her. She's like, "There's been some upgrades," and she starts like spouting off like the Mormon book or something.
It's basically just like a glorified fucking one of those electronic book things, Kindle. Or maybe Kindle
Where
with a
does
C.
Alien versus Predator sit in terms of the universe timeline?
It
The year
doesn't.
2004.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
Does it not?
That's such an angry
Well,
response, Ross.
technically, it did when it came out, but it doesn't. It's 2004. It's set.
It's been retconned by Ridley Scott now.
Yeah,
Thank
But it-
Christ.
thank God for that.
If they had
okay,
made,
so
if they had
what,
made
from the-
AVP, if they'd made it from the source material, if they had made it
Yeah,
accurate
it
to
would
the
have been
source
good.
material, it would have
Yeah.
been incredible. It's supposed to be set on in
Another
the
planet. Yeah.
yeah, on Ryushi with like these fucking farmers out in the middle of like way out on the frontier, and the predators just like seeding the planet of aliens, then just coming to hunt them for like some fucking shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And humans just get
Yeah.
caught up in the middle of it, and instead they just decide to set it on Earth and yeah, in Antarctica, wherever the fuck it is. What are they thinking?
Hey, we're doing
I
that
think
next.
they're
Fuck
just
is wrong
going
with
for visual, like interesting something that they hadn't done before. But the problem is that there are
His fucking
people in the
face was
Alien
just
versus
choking.
Predator movie. Like, if you really wanted to make AVP, just make the whole fucking movie aliens fighting predators. Like,
you just do it
don't
on
have
like
a human.
space. When you do it like on a space station, you do it like the game. You have like Marines who
Oh,
are called out to
God,
a
that'd be
space
so good.
station. When they get there, they see the Predator ship attached to the side of it, and they're like, "What the fuck's that?" They go in there.
A
and
lone
there's
marine,
aliens and
a
Predator
lone
and
marine
all that.
trying to escape.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
fucking
I kind of don't like it whenever the Alien series revisits the colonial marine shit because,
I kind of get what you mean.
That's
'Cause they're
like
kind of
the-
special, aren't they? They're a little unit. You don't want to like
and if you
repeat it.
do it too much, and like they've already done it to death, in my opinion, because this movie is pretty much it's like Aliens ripoff, and then like they tried to do it with the video games, and
Mm.
the video game was sheer incompetence, though. You have to remember that it isn't just material being tied out; it's the source material being completely.
Yeah, I
missed
agree
out.
with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but-
more to the Marines that we could see that is really fucking cool.
The problem is like the idea of the colonial marines have created. They're like anything. They're so self-referential whenever they're used. The
Right.
colonial marines they set a standard for what these futuristic space marines should be like. You look at any bit of media that comes after it that features those kind of soldiers, like something like Halo or
Right, exactly. Or
you know,
Steven
they-
Starship Troopers, the movie.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they set that precedent of what, or like that pop culture sort of reference. But the problem is it's like they like feed back into themselves. Whenever you look at space or colonial marines for example, in the computer game, they're like, that's really weird because these colonial marines are referencing things colonial marines said that then made them a pop culture reference. So it goes back, it's like looping back on itself.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like you don't need them to like be, oh, this guy's supposed to be Hicks, oh, this guy's supposed to be Hudson, this is Drake.
Exactly.
You know, they could they
You could
took
very
inspiration
easily do something different with like a group
Yeah.
of Marines. Yeah, easily.
they took inspiration when they're making them from Vietnam, the Vietnam War, but they only looked at it in a very narrow sort of way. Like if you desperately want to go with that Vietnam War inspiration, there's so many. You have to look at the inspiration for the inspiration rather than
Exactly.
where
Go
they,
back to
you
the
know, you have
source.
to, yeah, go back to the source rather than go back to what was created from the source.
Exactly. Spoken like a fucking
I'm not-
true fan. A real fan.
Oh, Jesus.
These
And
charlatans
also,
walking
don't
around.
put fucking Spud in the movie from Trainspotting.
What's his face from Snatch? You've been using dog shit as toothpaste. By the way, we just missed the whole Ripley getting taken to the fucking hive.
It looked really bad, by the way. All those wiggling tails and shit.
Well, it's funny because that was like a big sheet of like latex which had alien heads and stuff. And if you watch the making of, it's like a giant alien tarp, and there's people stood under it, just pushing up and down with their hands.
I was just trying to work out. That's why I pulled myself on mute. I turned the sound up, trying to work out what was going on there. She landed on what? A load of
But it's like an alien hive. The alpha.
Alien
hive.
BS.
Yeah, it's just
This
weird.
guy's
And then
very
what, the
like
Queen
Nazi officer.
carried her
right?
off.
Mm.
Not the
Beaten
queen,
down
but
to
like
his
just
gun.
another alien.
Your guess is as good as ours, James. I think.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Do you not think?
Hellboy and Despacito are like trying to make sure that Winona Ryder doesn't get killed.
You're saying
Hellboy
Sam
and
Nazi
Despacito.
officer? What?
Yeah, that's it. He's got a very Nazi officer vibe about him, even down to his gun. Looks like
It's a Luger, yeah, isn't it?
yeah. I love how fucking ridiculous it is when
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy gets up and he's running along.
Yeah.
It's got like that fixed camera on him.
Yeah, and he pulls himself
Yeah.
up, like pulls himself up. I like the effect of the blood
Look at
coming
that
through his
fucking-
jumper. I think that was quite cool.
It was CGI blood. It's very red.
He just fucking fucks this guy up. He just keeps slamming his head against the pipe. Could you
And then-
imagine
and
if
then he
Alan
headbutts him
Grant?
with the alien, doesn't
Could you imagine if Alan Grant did this to Paul Kirby when he woke up from being knocked out? Like he just fucking went mental on Paul Kirby.
Was
You
this the
fucking told me
first
to
time
hide
that the
me.
alien?
You fucking asshole.
Is this the first time the aliens like take over someone's body?
What do you mean?
Is that what's going on here,
No,
or is he
no,
just
no,
fighting
he-
through
He's
pain?
just doing it himself.
He's just
That's stupid. Or that's
He's trying to be a
Jesus.
hero.
I always took it as the alien was like performing all this shit.
like puppeteering him. Got no
Yeah.
strings to hold me down.
It's still dumb though. Like he's taking bullet wounds.
You beautiful butterfly. That's where we are. Fucking.
No, I'm not there yet.
Look at all these guys just in their fucking cocoons.
I'm at where they're shooting the guy.
Like, you know what? I never quite get.
Keep-
Like, they don't eat, do they? They just
No,
Oh,
No,
kill.
they technically do in Alien 3.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
say, 'cause
one.
no, there's
Every
no,
time I see it,
there's no
they
shot
are-
in
they're-
Alien 3 of him eating.
they just
It's like-
either
Fucking with a corpse,
Like-
what is he doing then?
they either impregnate.
Yeah, but is that
Um,
the dog?
The dog one.
Yeah,
It was like
because
chewing
chewing on
on
Yeah, but it's
somebody's
that's
not-
like
body.
the dog instincts, isn't
the
it?
thing
Where
is,
it
there's
takes
no-
on all the traits.
Never thought about
Yeah, but it doesn't actually like. There's nothing to really say that it's eating. It just like it's just fucking up the corpse. Like it's just fucking.
Well, Jack,
tearing
if you
into-
watch the director's commentary of AVPR, the directors say that in
Of course.
Alien 3, that alien was eating the people.
And let me tell you,
I'm not even-
the people who made AVPR.
I'm not making it up.
Clayton, but you've got to recognise the people who made AVPR know fucking diddly squat about the Alien films.
I'm just
Then they know
referencing-
Ridley Scott.
So weird. This movie's
Film's bonkers. Like it's fucking Queen Alien's got like a womb.
See,
Yeah.
right now it'd be brilliant if Jim Carrey popped his head out.
Kind of hiding these Queen Aliens.
Taken out by then.
The second time we've referenced that fucking film.
Yeah, you don't
Hey,
need to do the Jurassic Park aliens comparison. Just do the fucking
Ace
Just
Ventura.
finish
Alien
Alien,
Cool.
Alien
Ace
Resurrection.
Ventura.
Oh, let the baby rhinos give him.
I do like the effects here. Like, I think it looks
Chicago.
gross and
You look at the
Like,
Queen
it looks-
Alien's little arms just like on hinges, like going backwards and
T-Rex
forwards.
arms.
Because they didn't have the other arms.
Oh, that geezer there on the left that was next to that man. Just like proper like squished head.
See, here's the thing about the newborn, right? This newborn creature looks shit because it's all like you just see it all perfectly. If this thing, designed exactly how it is, was hidden more in the darkness, you only saw like this kind of fleshy, sort of skull-like face in the darkness, that'd be fucking terrifying. But we just
I
see
don't
it, and
hate-
it's just like, there it is. It's got like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the whole movie is wacky and crazy. So I mean,
I mean, it's lower on the list, yeah.
I don't hate the newborn design, and like I remember the first time I saw it, watching it kill the queen, I was like, "What?"
But
I
imagine
think that was the
this
first.
little fucking meow it does, like
Just don't
yeah.
get what's going on.
I think this was the first.
It's just
This was the
another
first
fucking
movie
thing
I
after
saw
the other, innit?
where it was like trying to one up on the monster from the previous movie,
mm-hmm.
like where the newborn kills the queen, and then like later on, it's like the Spinosaurus kills the T-Rex, and then later on, it's like the new predator kills the old predator, and I hate it when movies do that because it's so obvious.
Well, that's why
It's like,
Jurassic World comes out on top.
by the new choice
Because the Indominus just gets fucking
comes back
taken
and
out.
wins.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't want to see the Queen Alien get fucking its
Oh, that
top
face
jaw
is
just
so
knocked off like it was
dirty.
nothing. You're a beautiful little baby.
I think that's it as well. The way the alien queen gets killed, fucking stupid.
It's anticlimactic.
Pathetic.
Yeah, it just breaks off a bit of its head that looks like it's fucking. It's
But there's
like why
nothing
didn't
there.
it just like why didn't it just grab like it could have done something so much cooler. Just grab the Queen Alien's head in his hands and just rip this head in half or something, you know?
Yeah, just
Mm.
slaps its face off, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
yeah.
Or at least have a proper fight.
It's
that was a
like the
pro-
easy
I do like-
that's a pro-
thing they could have done.
that was good.
I do
Or
like
just
this
grab
guy-
his jaws and just like pull this fucking head in half,
Yeah.
you know?
They just went with what would take the least amount of effort to puppeteer, didn't they? Like just swing
Yeah.
its arm.
Never mind. I don't like his death. I thought it was cool, but then he's like, "Oh," when he's like,
It's like a fucking cracked egg, Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just funny. They almost like they're like pteranodons, aren't they? They just kill people for kill people's sake. They
the
kill
aliens.
trees. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like if
when-
you saw
when
a face-
Alien- when there was just one alien movie, it was kind of fascinating because you don't know what it's doing and what it is. It's
Yep.
just this alien thing.
And then
But then
Aliens
in
made them
Alien-
into like bugs that
Bugs,
can.
Yeah.
But then Alien 3 brought it back
Which
by
is cool.
introducing the whole takes on its host, and it doesn't kill people who have a queen alien inside them. Like it's protective. It's like okay,
It's like
Is it-
each film is an iteration of its.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's why I
detail
like what
creature, like.
Prometheus
I
and
like-
Covenant brought it back to.
yeah.
It made the fucking
I'll
aliens
agree to
again
that.
unpredictable because you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna be. You don't know what they're gonna turn into next. You like
Kind of always wanted an alien to be like a little more intelligent, or
They
to
are
at least get a
intelligent,
hint
though,
that they're
but-
more intelligent. No, I meant like to where.
do you mean
I
like
mean,
the original
really
Ridley Scott
smart.
ending to the first film?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh no, he
But-
never shot it. But the original ending of that film was the alien is stowed away on the escape pod. It kills Ripley, sits in the chair, and then presses the button and goes, "This is Lieutenant Ripley." Heading back, like has her voice like Terminator style.
Oh, not quite that, but like I would like it. There's an Alien versus Predator comic book where like I think one of the aliens is they can't talk, but they
Oh, I know the one you mean.
understand.
Stronghold.
They understand what people are saying. I don't know. It's just
Not the one with the alien fucking
One
android
of
that
the
smokes cigars.
Earthcore ones, is it? Is it where the guy breeds like an army of them and brings them to Earth because he wants to retake planet Earth with an army of aliens?
the one with the dog, like the golden retriever that like goes to the hive, and the aliens won't kill it.
Oh shit! I know the one you mean. I can't remember what it's called though.
The alien, like that one where it's got like a little bit higher of like raptor intelligence, where like it can't talk, it doesn't do anything crazy, but it understands what's going on around it, like the machinations of like the plans and everything.
Mm.
And they can do so much with this franchise. This is a very piss poor handled property, in my opinion. The fucking AVP movies.
I think it was piss poor, but I think it got brought back with the 2 films Scott did. But then now it's in Disney's hands, and it's like,
who knows where it's gonna go? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck's sake. Yeah.
I think they brought it. Ridley Scott brought it back, but it's not.
No, I'm not saying they're like perfect
It's
movies.
not a straight up sequel to Alien. Like it's its own thing. That's why I like Prometheus so much.
But it's its own thing, but it is leading up to like what the deal is about these xenomorphs and like where they originate from.
It's more of like the engineer story than it is like the xenomorph story. That's why I like it so much, is because it was very new and it was very intelligent.
Well, we say that there are fucking xenomorphs in Covenant, aren't they? There's like a whole.
So yeah, well, Alien Covenant's way more of an alien movie than.
What is with that scene where it's just sitting there and then it's like, and then it's like,
yeah, it's like
so ridiculous. Like she's gonna be like, oh,
here you go, Clayton. DeStefano's coming in.
Despacito.
Here he is, Despacito himself.
Crumbles his head down.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to watch this in the same way again. Thanks for that, Clayton. In fact, I'll never be able to watch this again, so it's okay.
Usually, this is what the Doom movie should have looked like. Like with these kills, like where his head gets crushed.
That was such a clever girl moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You should have just shot it.
Like, oh, looks like I'm gonna die.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
You know, we saw that shot earlier of Ripley fucking lunging across the cavern to get onto this ship, and it was like a fucking like 20 meters or so. Then Newborn got on after them, so can you imagine that thing jumping like 50 feet from the ship to this one?
Yeah. I don't hate the design. The design is gross.
But the way it moves, we only see it in animatronic form, so you don't see it like move any quicker than that.
Just walking around like Nosferatu, and it managed to run.
Yeah, and jump.
If it didn't fucking roar, it'd be really. I think it'd be so much better.
Doesn't it kind of sound like it's saying "mama" though at one point in the movie?
Oh, God,
like where she kills it.
Yeah,
not the mama.
It's voice evolved.
You notice how it does exactly the same thing
actually...
Ripley does. It holds her head the same, and it puts its fingers in her wound.
Yeah,
exactly the same as Ripley. Is that Delta or Blue?
That's Delta. She's annoying.
Look at the way this thing moves. Like you can't see that thing jumping fucking 50 feet.
It's so ugly. Where it actually dies, though, the first time I saw it, I did like that. Actually, really kind of made me feel not bad for it, but like disturbed for what I was watching. The way it screams when it's sucked out in space.
It's freaky.
Really harrowing.
Wasn't it true that the original design had like a big weird combination cock and pussy?
That's true.
But they cut it out.
Yeah,
like they made them change the design.
You don't say.
Well, what about blood? Hey Ross, what about the original design in the script, which was like a translucent
veins and shit. Like...
Yeah, it was like translucent, and over the course of the film, it'd get redder and redder because you could see it's like been sucking in people's blood. And
shit. It drained people's blood.
Cool. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, it was like
and you could just see all the veins like and shit all over his skin, like all just like bulging out, and it was like just pale white with no eyes and stuff. It's so cool.
I think this, like I said, it's got cool ideas. It's just the movie itself is so fucking strange. And yeah, this right here, this actually really got to me the first time I saw it. It's just disturbing.
Well, that's this film summed up. Is this the death of this alien?
Whatever life was left in the franchise was sucked out the window.
Part of me deep down really likes what I'm looking at, but my brain is going, yeah, I don't know what it must be like the visual effects and the practical stuff, and just like the creature design and the sets and everything are cool.
Is this
but the actual movie?
Would this physically work like this? If it got sucked up against the window, or would it actually plug the hole?
It wouldn't work.
I don't know actually.
Because I
Nah,
think as soon as you plug the
Oh,
hole,
that's
that's
great.
it, right? There's no more.
Block it up with your hand.
Off it
I'm
goes.
sorry.
And plus, as well, right? Think of the difference between vacuum and atmosphere. It is the pressure difference is 1 atmosphere, which is basically nothing. A Hoover would be worse than that.
Yeah.
Like how it rips like the skin off the skull before the
Oh,
skull goes.
Look at
through.
this. The fucking Aurorgus hits Earth and fucking blows the entire planet up. Jesus Christ. How are they going to survive when they get to that planet? That's going to be like fucking the beginning of Armageddon.
It ignites the atmosphere on fire.
It blows the clouds, doesn't it? Like a fucking asteroid.
Holy shit. That's in the movie? They literally do nuke the planet?
Yeah, the ship basically fucking
It
destroys
looks like it
half the
hits
planet.
That looked like it was hitting Africa there. Did you see?
Oh,
Tip of
God.
Africa. South Africa's going to be fucked.
Maybe that was Buenos Aires, and now Rico's going to be off.
Yeah. Only good bug is a dead bug.
San Juan. That's where it was.
Yeah, fucking Jurassic Park freeze San Juan.
That movie's version of Sorna.
I just hate this whole like shot of Ripley and
Oh,
like
shit,
core, where it's kind
right.
of like she's got her daughter now. It's like the ending of Alien 3 has been retconned. She's returned to Earth with her daughter. It's like, oh, fuck off. Fuck
This
you
movie's
guys.
just bad.
I like the cinematography there though. Look good.
It's just
I think
aping
I
Alien
think
3.
I think the sky.
Alien 3 meets Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
I love
That
how
looks terrible.
out the window. It's literally like they've just stuck it's like a green
Those movie maker.
whatever footage.
Yeah. Like you scaled the footage to the size of the window instead of make it look like like increase the scale.
You can still see the fucking Shutterstock watermark on it.
Yeah.
Oh god. So fucking
So in the
shit.
original, in the director's cut ending, they land and they're in Paris, aren't they? And it's all like destroyed. And then he says the exact same lines she says here.
The ashes in the background. I slept too long.
Yeah, this sucks. See, what were they trying to go for? Like a sequel or something?
You did
Alien
it.
on Earth.
You saved the Earth. Did we? We just saw the ship fucking destroy
We
half
just
of it.
blew up Africa.
With that reflection on the window and that, wouldn't the ship be facing like nose down?
Yeah.
And they were in the fucking clouds a minute ago.
Yeah, they were like not that far from the ground.
Does
What is this
Sigourney
film?
Weaver hate this one? Or does
Well,
she hate Alien 3 or what?
There we go.
Well, she
In the
produced this one,
interviews,
didn't
she fucking loved this one.
If you watch the making of Alien 3, she's the one who says Ripley should be killed off, and she produces that film as well. Then not 2 years later, she's like, yeah, I'll fucking make another one.
And then she was on about doing another one with Neil Blomkamp,
Yeah.
wasn't she? So who fucking knows?
I
She
kind
just
of-
wants the work.
Oh, I'd have
Yeah.
loved to have seen that one. The concept that felt like fucking incredible.
It was
Like,
cool.
I don't even care if it retconned Alien 3 because, in my opinion, Alien is the true ending. But it would have just been awesome to see anyway, you know.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, man.
I'll talk
Cheers.
to you guys later.
Yeah. See you
Yeah.
later.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
See you later.
Later.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, right? This film, like, well, with what's his face, Blomkamp's Alien 3. Like, his original idea was like not to involve any of the key characters from Alien, so it's gonna be all new characters. But then when he talked to Sigourney Weaver on the set of Chappie, she convinced him to put her back in the movie, and it's like, oh fuck's sake, Ripley, piss off.
Just give it a rest.
Sigourney
Give
Weaver.
it to someone else.
Like,
Give it to someone else.
Exactly. Give it to Ridley Scott. Let him finish his story, Jesus. Yeah. So, what did you think, James?
I just it weren't. Do you know what? It weren't as bad as I was expecting based on your opinions. But I still don't know what the fuck was going on most of the time.
You should definitely
if
go
that-
back and watch the other films, the first three.
Yeah, I think I need to watch number 3 again because number 2 I've watched in probably the last 2 or 3 years
Right.
because I remember Bill Paxton was in that one,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like they got like the aliens are kind of sort of hunting them down, and they get taken like put in the little jelly stuff like hostage, and there's a big and they're like a. I remember them flamethrower in the egg nest.
Yeah,
Is that the right one?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
Ripley finds the hive.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that one. That wasn't too bad either. I didn't
Oh,
mind
that one's incredible.
Yeah,
James.
that's quite good.
That's the correct way of referring to it.
Yeah, no, I did like that one. Alien 3 though, I can't remember. I need to watch that again.
Well, if you can, watch the assembly cut version. Better.
Yeah, that is the definitive
better
version.
Okay. Yeah, but it was all right. It worked. I prefer Jurassic Park 3 though.
Yeah, what's worse, Alien Resurrection or Jurassic Park 3?
No, I
Would you rather get kicked or punched?
Depends where I'm getting.
I'd rather
kicked.
not get any of them.
I think I would say Jurassic Park 3. I could watch more often. Like, it
Oh
really
yeah,
just,
I
after
think
watching
I'm.
that Resurrection,
yeah.
it just kind of like bums you out. It's just like.
I just put it
Well,
this way: I have watched Jurassic Park 3 a lot more than I have watched this one.
Well, see, I look at it
Yeah.
like, just say that this is my first time I'm watching. Well, it's not first time, probably second time I watch this film. Right now, I'm not in a hurry to watch it again. That's because
Really?
yeah, but that's not because of necessarily your like what you're saying. It's more a case of like, I don't think it has a rewatchability. Whereas as much as Jurassic Park 3 is probably, well, it is the weakest one, it has a massive rewatchability to it. Like it's fast paced, it's easy Jurassic fix. You know, you can stick it on. You don't really have to. You can't put this on in the background. And
Imagine doing that.
you
Imagine the
can't.
The
You
sick kind of
can't.
person who puts
This is
Alien
like one of the
Resurrection
ones
on in
you
the
can't-
background.
Yeah,
It's an
kinda
Alien
like-
Resurrection kind of day today.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This is like one of them sort of films you kind of get to almost to sort of. I don't know. It's almost you put it in Star Wars terms. Like you have to get through Attack of the Clones to get to Revenge of the Sith.
Mm.
Almost. You know what I mean?
It's
Well,
like
I
the
haven't
Live
watched
Free
these
and
films.
Die Hard. No, what's the last one? A Good Day to Die Hard.
Good day. Yeah.
Oh, that is awful.
I
It's
haven't
like I
seen
can
that.
watch the first four
favourite
Die
one's the
Hards,
third
no
one.
problem, but that one, fucking hell.
I haven't even seen that one. That's the 5th one, right?
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, God. Well, anyway.
I mean, all you need to say is 5th one, and you're just like.
Yeah, like is the 5th of anything ever been good?
Jurassic.
The 5th
Jurassic.
beer, the 5th
Jurassic.
burger.
Yeah.
Jurassic's probably the thing. Probably Fast and Furious 5 is better than like some of the earlier ones.
That's the best one.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Right. I'm gonna make a move. Jinx.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a move.
Finish up.
All right, man.
Me
Uh,
too.
That's good
See
fun.
you later.
When
That's great.
when Alien versus Predator comes through the post, we'll have to do that.
Oh,
I think I'm up for that. Watching that.
Yeah, we'll
I
watch
definitely
some-
want to
Yeah.
do Predator too. Though.
Oh yeah, Predator 2. You have to. That'd be so great.
Yeah, we'll do
Right,
Predator
speak
2.
to
We'll
that.
get Clayton on and convert him.
Way.
Nice. See you later, James.
All right,
It's my
guys.
speciality.
Yeah, see you later, everyone.
See you later, guys.
Bye.